Wahpeton Post 20 baseball is on the air. Today from John Randall Field, it's the annual Wahpeton Post 20 American Legion Tournament. Today's game is brought to you by Bell Bank, Builder's First Source, Chahinka Zoo, Comdell Innovations, Heitkamp Construction, Kraus Brothers Construction, Miller & Associates American Family Insurance, Optimum Rehab, Ottertail Power Company, Red River Communications, Red River Human Services, Schmitty's Plumbing, Shelley Zock of Miller Realty, and Smith Motors. Now, here's KBMW's Andrew Zimmel.
Welcome back to John Randall Field for this matchup between the Wahpeton Post 20 squad versus Billings. Making the long trick over from Montana, taking on Post 20. Pretty much the winner of this one going to be playing the late game tomorrow. Loser ends up playing at 1:30. Honestly, all I was looking forward to is not doing the 8 a.m. game, which I think that we found a way to get out of. That's what we were looking not to do. The 8 a.m. game is going to be the fourth place in Pool A and the fourth place in Pool B. Right now, Wahpeton is playing for that 3:30 or 1 p.m. game, either second or first. They took down 2-0 Fergus Falls. Now Wahpeton, the only undefeated team in their side of the bracket so far. I think that might be the only undefeated team in the Wahpeton tournament. Funny how that works, huh? Wahpeton Invitational Tournament, Wahpeton A, the only team that's undefeated. Call it a coincidence. When we come back, we'll have your starting lines for you. First pitch in about 10 minutes on B92.7 and on KBMW News Live. If you missed the last game, no, a couple of you guys did. We have the analytics. We got the numbers. A couple of you missed the game on KBMW News Live. Don't worry about it because we got the next one for you. KBMW News Live. KBMW News Live. Hit the subscribe button and the little bell so you never miss another game. Don't want to miss any of Breckenridge or Wahpeton's American Legion Baseball this summer. That is the thing to do. All right, we'll take a quick break and come back with more of our Wook and Drink and Eatery pregame show right here on B92.7.
Miller & Associates American Family Insurance in Breckenridge wants to wish everyone a great weekend of baseball. Good luck to Breckenridge Post 53, Wahpeton Post 20, and all the other American Legion baseball teams in this weekend's tournament. From Miller & Associates American Family Insurance.
Welcome to the Radio Employment Connection, where we work to find people to work for you. Red River Human Services Foundation has multiple DSP openings and shifts available, $15 an hour or more depending on experience. Apply online at www.rrhsf.org. Red River Human Services has multiple DSP openings and shifts available. Apply online at www.rrhsf.org. If you'd like to advertise a job opening on the KBMW Radio Employment Connection, reserve a spot by contacting us at 701-642-8747 or email studio@kbmwnews.com.
Are you tired of impersonal service and surprise fees from your bank? Time to change that, and fast. Just open your new checking account at Bell Bank, in person or online. It's America's best checking, and we'll work with you to make your switch as smooth as possible. Get started at bell.bank/easy. Already a happy Bell customer? Tell a friend. Once they switch, you'll both get $50. Bell Bank, member FDIC. Bonus will be deposited within 5 business days after qualifications are met. $50 minimum deposit to open.
At the center of every home lies a place where loved ones unite, children snack with new best friends after school, and world problems are debated over wine. Welcome to the kitchen, where ideas thrive, recipes are born, meals turn into moments, and life is inspired. Medallion Cabinetry offers a wide range of kitchen styles from traditional to contemporary. Get inspired with Medallion Cabinetry from Builder's First Source in Wahpeton, or visit us at www.medallioncabinetry.com. Let our medallion designers inspire you.
Summer of 2022 is the best time to do the zoo. At Chahinka Zoo, they have all kinds of mammals, like silly spider monkeys, otters, tigers, and bears. Oh my! Stop down and see the cheetahs, Chica and Naya, the bobcat family, Jack and Clover. Chahinka Zoo is bigger and better than ever. Stop down and see what makes Chahinka Zoo one of the best zoos in the country. It's not too late to get your 2022 membership. Chahinka Zoo opens 7 days a week, 10 till 7.
Comdell Innovation is seeking individuals for summer and full-time production for a variety of shifts. Work for an employee-owned company, clean, climate-controlled, and who cares about the environment with ISO certifications. Starting wage is $14.50 an hour for day shift and 12-hour or afternoon shifts at $15.50 an hour, with $1.50 for afternoon shift and $3 an hour working nights 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Seeking shift maintenance and tool die makers. Pay based on experience. Benefits available within 90 days of hire. Apply today at Comdell Innovation or online at comdellinnovation.com.
Welcome back to John Randall Field for this matchup between Billings and Wahpeton, Post 20. Wahpeton going to be the home team through the whole tournament. Maybe in the championship game they'll flip a coin for it. Want to give a big shout out to all of the track athletes that competed today in Fargo. Had a bunch of them do really well. A little summer track action for it. Doesn't get better than that. Let's go through our Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley starting lineups. Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley providing superior quality products and services while generating a positive return for their patrons. And we'll go through the Billings lineup first, the visiting squad. Batting first and playing left field is Caden Thompson. Jet Gerard behind the dish, batting second. Evan Johnson batting third on the pitcher's mound. Cotton Solman at shortstop, batting fourth. Taryn Marker at first base, batting fifth. Logan Walker at third base, batting sixth. Batting seventh is Tyrus Reeves in right field. Batting eighth is Wyatt Hayden at first base. And Devin Nelson in the 9-hole, and your second baseman for Billings. And for Wahpeton, Caden Kappas is on the mound, batting first. Tori Ulick in center field, batting second. Jackson Fleeflet behind the dish, batting third. Jaden King in right field, batting fourth. Caden Hockert at shortstop, batting fifth. Riley Timian at the hot corner, third base, batting sixth. Gavin Schroeder in left field, batting seventh. Josiah Hoffman, the big hitting first baseman, batting eighth. And Jack Riddenhauer at second base, batting ninth. Couple of rain showers coming in as Wahpeton Huskies walking out to cover the mound. We're going to take another quick break here on B92.7. Watch it on KBMW News Live. We're right back with more American Legion Baseball on B92.7.
Krause Brothers Construction is a diversified construction aggregate materials, heavy equipment, and trucking company serving the Red River Valley with locations in Wahpeton, Hankinson, Veblen, South Dakota, and Rolog, Minnesota. Give them a call today at 701-642-4488. Krause Brothers Construction prides themselves in offering and producing outstanding service and superior products to their customers. Give Krause Brothers Construction a call today at 701-642-4488.
Recovering your health and getting back to your best life. That's what Quality Recovery from Optimum Rehab can do for you. Physical therapist Dr. Anthony Egeman will set up an individual plan to get you to your goals. He believes that this is the perfect way for you to recover your health. What you get with Optimum Rehab is time and attention, thorough assessments, and effective treatments. So if it's back pain, achy joints, recovery from surgery or injury, it's likely that physical therapy from Optimum Rehab can help. So take your life into your own hands with Optimum Rehab. Visit myoptimumrehab.com.
Otter Tail Power Company would like to remind you about the importance of high school athletics in the lives of children. These extracurricular activities play a role in the education and development of those kids involved and provide a way for them to learn some of life's most important lessons. Lessons that will take them through life with a sense of accomplishment and pride. Otter Tail Power Company would like to salute those athletes, coaches, and fans that make every season one to remember.
Life moves fast. Is your internet keeping up? Switch to Red River Communications fiber-fast broadband internet and make buffering and glitching a thing of the past. For over 70 years, Red River Communications has provided the Red River Valley industry-leading technology, all backed by a team of local experts. To upgrade your internet, visit redrivercom.com or give us a call at 701-553-8309. Red River Communications. Go faster with fiber.
As much as we all like to win, it's important to keep in mind that good sportsmanship is one of the most important aspects of any sport. The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of the players, coaches, and spectators are remembered. The next time you attend a game, think of how history will remember you. Good sports show you how to play the game. This message brought to you by Schmitty's Plumbing, Heating, and Sheet Metal Incorporated, your heating, ventilating, and air conditioning service in Wahpeton. Call them at 642-6574.
Shelly Zock at Miller Realty has been a full-time realtor in Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and the surrounding area for almost 40 years. Shelly has called the Twin Towns home her entire life, which makes her the perfect person to call if you're looking to buy or sell a new home in the area. As a first home certified agent, her specialty is assisting first-time home buyers. Shelly is here to help with all of your real estate needs. Give her a call at 701-640-0264 or send an email to shelly@guymillerrealty.com.
Welcome back to John Randall Field as we watch the rain clouds come in and go away on the Big Mike weather forecast. Breaking it down for us on the green screen, showing us where the rain's going to be. Right now, there's one rain cloud sitting right on top of John Randall Field, spitting rain on us. But if you look back to our right, down the first base side, there's no rain. I don't think there's any rain coming down on the homes that are tucked right in next to Chahinkaba Park and John Randall Field. We'll go through how we got to this point. Wahpeton is 2-0 in the Wahpeton Invitational. And in Game 1 yesterday, bright and early at 8 a.m., we had to get our orange juice and donuts ready for that one. Caden Kappas had an excellent game against Big Stone, 3 for 3 with 2 runs scored. Tori Ulick had 4 RBIs in that one. And Jackson Fleetfoot and Lynch, they combined for 1 RBI and 2 runs. Top half of the order for Wahpeton in that game against Big Stone really got the job done. Batted in a lot of runs and ended up winning 13-3. Nicky Zock, who we haven't seen, he's the primary pitcher for Wahpeton Post 20. He went 5 innings and 9 Ks in that run rule. And honestly, what Wahpeton's pitchers have done so far, they're setting the standard very high for themselves this summer. Talked to head coach Chris Kappas yesterday after their big win, and I was saying Nicky had a really good game, Nicky Zock on the mound, and I am a lefty. I have a soft spot in my big old heart for other lefties, and I was saying to him, man, Nicky really is bringing some of the heat, doing a really good job on the hill, and Kappas, to his credit, gave his guy some credit, said he was doing a good job with control, but also that their standard is that high, that an outing like that doesn't really surprise anybody. They expect that type of excellence game in and game out. That's how you win state titles at the American Legion level in this area. So Chris Kappas doing what he does best, kind of leaving the bar high and having his guys kind of reaching up and hitting it. Now in that last game, that 10-2 victory against Fergus Falls, the bat's not as awake. It went into the 6th inning, but again, Wahpeton run ruled. 10-2 win to advance to this game, their 3rd game in the preliminary rounds of Constellation, not the Constellation bracket, but just the early games of this tournament. Now tomorrow, we're going to have championship games. Winner of this game likely playing at 3:30. Loser of this game likely playing at 1 p.m. So Wahpeton is in a interesting situation. We'll see if they can get the job done here against Billings. Billings right now playing a game of fetch. One guy throws the ball as far as he can, and another guy goes down and chases it. Interesting way to kind of deal with the rain delay, as both of these squads full of teenagers just trying to have a little bit of fun. They did bring the tarp out on the pitcher's mound, had our key grounds crew of our middle infield coming in to bring out the tarp, making sure that the pitcher's mound stays dry during this weather delay. Billings continues to play their game of fetch, trying to throw the ball over the fence. So it's 307 from home plate to right field. So we'll say they're about 15 feet short, so we'll call it about 285. Guys trying to throw 285 feet over the fence in right field. I'm going to go on a limb here and say I don't think any of these guys are going to be able to do it. Another throw by Billings, and this one lands about 10 feet short of the wall. So we're going to take another quick break on B92.7 on KBMW News Live, our YouTube channel. If you have a chance to go do it, you should go to KBMW News Live on YouTube and hit the subscribe button, and you can subscribe. Hit the little notification bell, and you'll be notified when we go live, when we have games, and you'll also get the updates, the notifications when we have a game scheduled. So a lot of fun there. We'll take another quick break. You're listening to B92.7, your home for American Legion Baseball.
Miller & Associates American Family Insurance in Breckenridge wants to wish everyone a great weekend of baseball. Good luck to Breckenridge Post 53, Wahpeton Post 20, and all the other American Legion baseball teams in this weekend's tournament. From Miller & Associates American Family Insurance.
Welcome to the Radio Employment Connection, where we work to find people to work for you. Red River Human Services Foundation has multiple DSP openings and shifts available, $15 an hour or more depending on experience. Apply online at www.rrhsf.org. Red River Human Services has multiple DSP openings and shifts available. Apply online at www.rrhsf.org. If you'd like to advertise a job opening on the KBMW Radio Employment Connection, reserve a spot by contacting us at 701-642-8747 or email studio@kbmwnews.com.
Are you tired of impersonal service and surprise fees from your bank? Time to change that, and fast. Just open your new checking account at Bell Bank, in person or online. It's America's best checking, and we'll work with you to make your switch as smooth as possible. Get started at bell.bank/easy. Already a happy Bell customer? Tell a friend. Once they switch, you'll both get $50. Bell Bank, member FDIC. Bonus will be deposited within 5 business days after qualifications are met. $50 minimum deposit to open.
At the center of every home lies a place where loved ones unite, children snack with new best friends after school, and world problems are debated over wine. Welcome to the kitchen, where ideas thrive, recipes are born, meals turn into moments, and life is inspired. Medallion Cabinetry offers a wide range of kitchen styles from traditional to contemporary. Get inspired with Medallion Cabinetry from Builder's First Source in Wahpeton, or visit us at www.medallioncabinetry.com. Let our medallion designers inspire you.
Summer of 2022 is the best time to do the zoo. At Yankaba Zoo, they have all kinds of mammals, like silly spider monkeys, otters, tigers, and bears. Oh my! Stop down and see the cheetahs, Chica and Naya, the bobcat family, Jack and Clover. Yankaba Zoo is bigger and better than ever. Stop down and see what makes Yankaba Zoo one of the best zoos in the country. It's not too late to get your 2022 membership. Yankaba Zoo opens 7 days a week, 10 till 7.
Comdell Innovation is seeking individuals for summer and full-time production for a variety of shifts. Work for an employee-owned company, clean, climate-controlled, and who cares about the environment with ISO certifications. Starting wage is $14.50 an hour for day shift and 12-hour or afternoon shifts at $15.50 an hour, with $1.50 for afternoon shift and $3 an hour working nights 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Seeking shift maintenance and tool die makers. Pay based on experience. Benefits available within 90 days of hire. Apply today at Comdell Innovation or online at comdellinnovation.com.
Welcome back to John Randall Field. B92.7 is your home for American Legion Baseball. It's Zimmel in the booth with you. Andrew Zimmel on the call. Wahpeton's grounds crew, their middle infield, we'll call them, coming out to get the job done, pull the tarp off the field. Fun way to keep busy during the rain delay. Both sides playing a game of who can throw the ball over the fence. Neither side could get the job done. I don't know if I'd want to do that. Nothing like having your pitcher throw his arm out during the rain delay. That's just me. All right, let's go back through our starting lineups. Wahpeton is the home team, so going through Billings' starting lineup again. Caden Thomas playing shortstop. Jarrett Gerard behind the plate. Evan Johnson on the hill, batting third. Colin Samuel Simon is batting fourth, playing shortstop. Taryn Marker in center field. Logan Walker at third base. Titus Reeves batting seventh and in right field. Wyatt Hayden batting eighth, playing first base. And Devin Nelson at second base, batting ninth. For the for post 20, Kappas on the hill. Ulick in center field. Fleetfoot behind the dish. Jaden King in right field. Caden Hockert at shortstop. Riley Timian at the hot corner. Third base, Gavin Schroeder in left field. Josiah Hoffman at first base, and Jack Riddenhauer at second. So Kappas came in for a third of an inning, got a K in that last game, so he comes into this one with, honestly, we should do a better job of keeping track of the pitch count for you guys on B92.7. I'll own up to it. I'll be the first person to admit that there's a lot of things going on into this radio production. We got cameras, we got laptops, we have, music machines, scoreboards, a pole in the middle of the field. There's a lot going on here. We should keep a better number of pitch counts. So we will round it and say that Cap is through 10 pitches in his one at bat. We'll go very liberally with the pitches and say he threw 10. I do not have the amount of pitches that you can throw in an American Legion game to not be able to play the next day. But if you've done the math at home, Nicky Zock pitched game 1, Caden Hogger pitched game 2, Kappas in game 3. So if I was a betting man, I would say that Jaden King probably pitching in the championship game tomorrow. Or we're going to see, we could see Nicky Zock, I guess, on Sunday. Pitch Friday, might pitch Sunday. 1 day's rest, 5 innings of work, 9 Ks on Friday in that early morning game. I could see it happening. So the beauty of Post 20 is they've got plenty of guys that can hurl the rock. We'll see if they can get the job done here against Billings. We're going to take our last break and come back with our Red River Communication first pitch. You listen to B92.7, your home for American Legion Baseball.
Kraus Brothers Construction is a diversified construction aggregate materials, heavy equipment, and trucking company serving the Red River Valley with locations in Wahpeton, Hankinson, Veblen, South Dakota, and Rolog, Minnesota. Give them a call today at 701-642-4488. Kraus Brothers Construction prides themselves in offering and producing outstanding service and superior products to their customers. Give Kraus Brothers Construction a call today at 701-642-4488.
Recovering your health and getting back to your best life. That's what Quality Recovery from Optimum Rehab can do for you. Physical therapist Dr. Anthony Egeman will set up an individual plan to get you to your goals. He believes that this is the perfect way for you to recover your health. What you get with Optimum Rehab is time and attention, thorough assessments, and effective treatments. So if it's back pain, achy joints, recovery from surgery or injury, it's likely that physical therapy from Optimum Rehab can help. So take your life into your own hands with Optimum Rehab. Visit myoptimumrehab.com.
Otter Tail Power Company would like to remind you about the importance of high school athletics in the lives of children. These extracurricular activities play a role in the education and development of those kids involved and provide a way for them to learn some of life's most important lessons. Lessons that will take them through life with a sense of accomplishment and pride. Otter Tail Power Company would like to salute those athletes, coaches, and fans that make every season one to remember.
Life moves fast. Is your internet keeping up? Switch to Red River Communications fiber fast broadband internet and make buffering and glitching a thing of the past. For over 70 years, Red River Communications has provided the Red River Valley industry-leading technology, all backed by a team of local experts. To upgrade your internet, visit redrivercom.com or give us a call at 701-553-8309. Red River Communications. Go faster with fiber.
As much as we all like to win, it's important to keep in mind that good sportsmanship is one of the most important aspects of any sport. The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of the players, coaches, and spectators are remembered. The next time you attend a game, think of how history will remember you. Good sports show you how to play the game. This message brought to you by Schmitty's Plumbing, Heating, and Sheet Metal Incorporated, your heating, ventilating, and air conditioning service in Wahpeton. Call them at 642-6574.
Welcome back to John Randall Field in Wahpeton, North Dakota. Your first pitch brought to you by Red River Communication. Go faster with fiber. And Billings, we've seen a lot of bad jersey combinations, but the black jerseys, white stripes, black numbers, arguably the hardest jersey numbers to read in the history of jerseys. I don't know, man. Tough look. Caden Thompson at the dish in left field for Billings. He leads off. Top of the first. Let's get this one underway. Kappas on the hill. First pitch. Down the center of the plate for a strike. Starting off early. Wahpeton wearing baby blue jerseys. White numbers across. Kind of throwback. Kind of feels a little bit Texas Rangery. Pitch swung on and missed. 0-2. Kappas isn't one of those guys that likes to throw break-gun ball. He's just a consistent fastball type pitcher. The pitch misses high and inside, 1-2. We were saying the epidemic with a lot of young pitchers. They want to show you that they got other stuff. But the pitch misses away, 2-2. You talk to any scout, you talk to any, even a scout, college coach at the Division II level, they're going to tell you they're looking for a guy that can throw heat. Breaking ball stuff is nice. Not end-all, be-all. The pitch swung on and missed. First K of the day for Caden Kappas. Loving an alliteration there. Jet Gerard comes up. Jet Gerard, the catcher for Billings, wearing number 3. Kappas comes set out of the windup. The pitch bounces in front of the plate. 1-0. And what's nice about having a little bit of a rain, you don't have to go out and dust the field again. Don't have to spray it down. Rain comes by. Makes everything look nice and pretty. Kappas the pitch. Down the middle of the plate for a ball. Missed high. 2-0 count. Top of the first. 1 out. Nobody on. The pitch. Caught that one for a strike. You beautiful pitching. You got to hear the nice pop of the leather. Kappas out of the windup. The pitch. Fleetfoot tries to frame it for him. Not able to. And we found out. We went to the source. Went to the baseball encyclopedia. That I was correct. It's because the pitcher paints the corners. That's why you count the framing. Walks him on 5 pitches. Bounces the ball in the left-handed batter's box, and Gerard goes on to first. First walk of the game. Evan Johnson up to bat. The Billings Expos. I went out of my way today to wear my KBMW hat, not only because I'm a team player, but also because got to make sure that don't get confused as an Expo fan in the press box. Evan Johnson up, the pitcher. A little pitcher-on-pitcher action. As Kappas comes set out of the stretch. Pickoff move. Close. Good thing that Josiah Hoffman has that 2-day shipping, able to stop that airmail. A little high. Kappas looks into the stretch, getting the signs from his catcher. Comes set, another pickoff move, this time at the numbers of Josiah Hoffman. Not in time. 1 out, 1 on. No balls, no strikes just yet. Kappas comes set, the pitch. Swung on and missed. Big cut by Evan Johnson. Infield is Hoffman, Riddenhauer, Hocker, and Timian. Swung on and hit in the gap. Goes into right field. Jaden King misplays it. Base runner's not paying attention, though. Post 20 might have got a little lucky there as Gerard and Johnson on first and second. Salmonen steps in, the shortstop, wearing number 32. Can you think of a baseball player that wore number 32? I can't either. Giving my video producer, Big Mike, a little bit of trivia. Left-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. Hocker holding the man on in second. Catches the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. And that's really where Fleetfoot lives, is he's going to try to set you up on the outside and kind of paint it for you. Hocker comes set. Out of the stretch, the pitch. Same spot, this time called the ball, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 2 runners on in the top of the first. Kappas out of the stretch, the pickoff move. Hoffman puts the tag down. Runner gets underneath it. Got it for you. All right, so Dave Winfield wore number 32. Roy Halladay, 32. And, of course, my favorite, Steve Carlton. He wore number 32. There you go. The pitch. Catch the outside corner for 1-2 count. Cap is working that outside corner. One of those pitchers that don't have to worry a lot about his release point, worry a lot about where he's going to put the ball. He kind of knows where it's going. Swung on and hit to the shortstop. Hockert able makes the field it, gets it to Rittenhauer at second for the out. So runners on the corners, 2 outs now. Gerard at third. Johnson ends up out, and Colton Solomon gets on the fielder's choice. 2 down, top of the first, runners on the corners. And there's a sin that they call it when you're watching the ball. It's called ball watching. You're not watching the other players on the field. Pinch runner comes on for Caden Thompson. Interesting that they're going to courtesy run the left fielder. Ashton Anderson steps on third base. And Chris Kapp is going to talk to the official. Looks like Caden Hocker hit his knee. Interestingly enough, he's walking around. We talked about this a lot. Difference between being injured and hurt. Injured, you can't play. Hurt, everybody hurts. Chris Kapp is still making sure that his shortstop is good. He kind of went down to one knee when he was fielding that ground ball. Might have just overextended that knee. You're listening to B92.7 and watching on KBMW News Live. Kappas goes back to the dugout. Talks to his guy a little bit more. Rittenhauer at second base and Timian at third. So go around the infield one more time for it. Hoffman at first, Rittenhauer at second. Hockert at short, Timian at third. Fleetfoot behind the dish, and Kappas on the mound. Schroeder in left, Ulick in center, and Jaden King in right field. Jaden King kicking some dirt in right field, staying active out there. Taryn Marker up, the center fielder for the Expos. Kappas on the bump, looks in, gets the signs from his catcher. The pitch, breaking ball, catches him. 0-1, beautiful breaking ball. Goes from about center of plate to the outside corner to a right-handed hitter. The pitch, swung on and fouled straight back. Net stops it. I can tell you right now, if that net's not there, I'm making that catch. 0-2, 2 outs, runners on the corners. See if the man on first decides to go. Kappas comes set, out of the stretch. Another step at first. The pitch. Breaking ball. Fleetfoot tries to set it up there. Top shelf. No good. Don't see a lot of top shelf, no good joints. Only in baseball. Kappas comes set. 1-2. 2 outs. 2 runners on. The pitch. Ooh, Fleetfoot tries to frame it for him. Not quite there. Umpire not having any shenanigans. So Kappas, 2-2. Big Cats play with their food. Kappas not liking it. Let's go. The pitch. Another breaking ball. Rings him up. Jackson Fleetfoot already back in the dugout before the umpire called him out. Love to see it. Kappas 2 Ks in the first inning. Home half of the first coming up. 1, 2, 3, 4 post 20. You're listening to B92.7. Your home for American Legion Baseball.
Recovering your health and getting back to your best life. That's what quality recovery from Optimum Rehab can do for you. Physical therapist Dr. Anthony Egeman will set up an individual plan to get you to your goals. He believes that this is the perfect way for you to recover your health. What you get with Optimum Rehab is time and attention, thorough assessments, and effective treatments. So if it's back pain, achy joints, recovery from surgery or injury, it's likely that physical therapy from Optimum Rehab can help. So take your life into your own hands with Optimum Rehab. Visit myoptimumrehab.com.
Otter Tail Power Company would like to remind you about the importance of high school athletics in the lives of children. These extracurricular activities play a role in the education and development of those kids involved and provide a way for them to learn some of life's most important lessons. Lessons that will take them through life with a sense of accomplishment and pride. Otter Tail Power Company would like to salute those athletes, coaches, and fans that make every season one to remember.
Welcome back to B92.7, your home for American Legion Baseball. Red River Communication brings you the first pitch of every inning. We're in the home half of the first, knotted up at a goose egg apiece. Caden Kappas coming in, right-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. On the hill is Evan Johnson on the hill. Had to make sure I read that right. Evan Johnson on the bump for the Expos. Comes set out of the windup. The pitch. Ooh, caught Kappas. A lot of movement on that ball. Oh, 1 count. Kappas swung on it. A little funky delivery. A little herky-jerky. The pitch. Ooh, another one. 0-2. And that one, kind of like 3-day leftovers. Nasty. 0-2 count. Nobody out, nobody on. Bottom of the first, the pitch. Misses low and away. Ball 1. 1-2. You'll listen to B92.7 and watch it on KBMW News Live, our YouTube channel. Thanks for supporting the channel. The pitch from Johnson. Swung on and hit by Kappas. Goes into right field. Lands in front of the right fielder for the single. Kappas thinks about taking 2. And as a pitcher, you know, sometimes you just got to help yourself out a little bit. First runner on for Wahpeton. Tori Ulick, left-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. Steps in, takes a couple practice cuts, steps back out. Kappas at first. Tori Ulick taking a couple of signs from his coach. And Chris Kappas likes to run a little small ball early. We'll see what happens with Ulick. The pitch misses inside, and Caden Kappas walks into second base. Runs like his shoes are tight. Quick on the base pass. Ulick at second. The pitch. Tori Ulick watches it go by for a strike. 1-1 outside corner of the paint. But runner in scoring position for the center fielder. Left-handed batter comes set. The pitch. Fakes the bunt. Johnson throws it away. 2-1. Wanted to keep it away. And that's what's interesting, too, as a pitcher. You know, you got a lot going on in your head. You got to, okay, I got to throw strikes. I want to give my catcher something to hit, like throw down to. Ulick puts the ball in the air. Kappas tagging up. And the outfielders run into each other. Center fielder keeps it. Kappas tags up and gets to third. So Ulick does his job, advances the runner. Dangerous play, though, between the two Expos in the outfield. And honestly, as a head coach, one of the most avoidable Expos decide to throw the ball back in and touch second. Expos head coach saying Kappas didn't tag up. Home plate umpire and field umpire talking about it a little bit. Field umpire saying that Kappas did. Expos head coach saying he didn't. What we call is a good argument by your head coach. So your coach wants to talk about it a little bit. Up to bat now, Jackson Fleeflit, the backstop. Tori Ulick flies out to center field. And as a head coach, like I was saying, the easiest injury to prevent is one about communication. You want to make sure that you guys are communicating, probably save yourself some trouble. So home plate and field umpire talking about it as Kappas cuts up his leg on the slide. Pitcher and shortstop throwing back and forth, and the Expos head coach come out to talk to the home plate umpire, saying that, hey, we're pretty sure that guy didn't tag up. What's the deal? And as a field ump, that is a tough kind of place to be, too, because you're watching the ball in the outfield. You're trying to make sure that those guys make the catch, count the guy out. You also have to keep an eye on the base runner. It's a difficult job being an official, even though many officials have had their LensCrafter prescriptions paid for by fans. You ever hear about that story? I'll tell you it right now. Got a little bit of time. Little League umpire, the parents were so upset that this guy was not calling the balls and strikes right that they had a hat passed around, paid for this guy's prescription, said you need to go get your eyes checked. True story. Happened in Missouri. Third batter, Jackson Fleetfoot up at the dish. 1 out, 1 on. Got the entire medical staff out there making sure that Kappas' knee stops bleeding. Beautiful day at John Randall. We've had a bunch of games played. Thank you guys for supporting on B92.7 and watching on KBMW News Live, our YouTube channel. Make sure you hit subscribe and the little bell so you never miss another game. Want to get those notifications. Wahpeton and Billings tied up at a goose egg apiece. And between the rain delay and the injury delay, we are right on time. First pitch for this game originally scheduled at 8:30. I think we got it at 8:20 after thinking it was going to be at 8:15 before the weather delay. So we're moving right on time. Both the officials at third base having a conversation. Middle infield for the Expos talking about it. And if you're Jackson Fleetfoot, you almost want to go back to the cages, take some practice cuts. Probably could get a whole soft toss session in for the amount of time that it's taken. So now Kappas, Chris Kappas talking to his guys. Caden Kappas taking a sip of water. The officials talking near third base. Head coach of the Expos, I think he's hiding in the dugout. Coaches of the Expos and Post 20 talking at first base. So everybody's having a conversation. Nobody's playing baseball. Seen less conversation happen at a book club. Umpires getting ready to come together. All right. We're going to play some baseball. Lights come on at John Randall Field under the nice LED lights. Everybody tells me that they redid all the whole place. Everything looks really good. I came here when everything looked good, so I got no, reference. I think it just looks like a good stadium. So Jackson Fleetfoot, the slugging backstop, steps in. Johnson comes set out of the stretch. 1 man on, 1 out. The pitch. After the eternity delay, gets a first strike. 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. 1 man on. Bottom of the first. Wahpeton trying to break this 0-0 tie. The pitch. Swung on and hit. A chopper to third base. Kappas stays on third. Throw across the diamond. 5-3 put out. Kappas stays at first. First baseman zinged it back over to third base, though. Want to make sure that Caden Kappas knows where he's at. Jaden King stepping in. King, the right fielder. He's been known to lace a hit or two. 2 outs. This is where Wahpeton is most dangerous. King open stance. Likes to be in that corner of the box on the right-hand side. The pitch. Swung on and hit straight up in the air. Center fielder talking about it. Kappas scampers into home. And the Sunday fly ball ends the inning. So after 1 inning of play, Wahpeton 0, Billings 0. You're listening to B92.7. You're home for American Legion Baseball.
At the center of every home lies a place where loved ones unite, children snack with new best friends after school, and world problems are debated over wine. Welcome to the kitchen, where ideas thrive, recipes are born, meals turn into moments, and life is inspired. Medallion Cabinetry offers a wide range of kitchen styles from traditional to contemporary. Get inspired with Medallion Cabinetry from Builder's First Source in Wahpeton, or visit us at www.medallioncabinetry.com. Let our medallion designers inspire you.
Summer of 2022 is the best time to do the zoo. At Yankaba Zoo, they have all kinds of mammals, like silly spider monkeys, otters, tigers, and bears. Oh my! Stop down and see the cheetahs, Chica and Naya, the bobcat family, Jack and Clover. Yankaba Zoo is bigger and better than ever. Stop down and see what makes Yankaba Zoo one of the best zoos in the country. It's not too late to get your 2022 membership. Yankaba Zoo opens 7 days a week, 10 till 7.
Comdell Innovation is seeking individuals for summer and full-time production for a variety of shifts, work for an employee-owned company, clean, climate-controlled, and who cares about the environment with ISO certifications. Starting wage is $14.50 an hour for day shift and 12-hour or afternoon shifts at $15.50 an hour, with $1.50 for afternoon shift and $3 an hour working nights 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. seeking shift maintenance and tool die makers. Pay based on experience. Benefits available within 90 days of hire. Apply today at Comdell Innovation or online at comdellinnovation.com.
Welcome back. Welcome back to B92.7. You're listening to B92.7. John Randall Field for this matchup between Post 20 and the Expos from Billings. Gotta wonder what type of bus they're taking. Driving back and forth. Little van action for you. That's like a 6-hour drive? First pitch brought to you by Red River Communications. Swung on and hit. Gavin Schroeder on his horse. Gets underneath it. Easy out to start the second inning. Logan Walker flies out. 6-7-8. Titus Reeves up to bat, the right fielder for the Expos. And a 6-hour ride to play some baseball. You think it's longer? You think it's a 9-hour ride? That's tough. The pitch misses outside, ball 1. 9-hour ride. See, in the good old days, sing-alongs, you're doing a lot of stuff going on. Kappas comes set, the pitch. Fleetfoot tries to frame it, not able to. You can tell he's a little frustrated with that one, 2-0. But now in today's day and age, everybody's got iPods, everybody's got an iPad, a couple phones. The pitch, swung on and missed, 2-1. Makes it, as the driver, a little bit more of a boring ride. You know what I mean? Tough stuff. 2-1 pitch, 1 out. Ooh, Kappas gets him inside. Reeves didn't like that one. Kind of ducked away from it. 2-2 pitch, 1 out, nobody on. Top of the second. Swung on and put up in the air. Kappas talking about it. Oh, and they run into each other. So Caden Kappas, after getting his leg wrapped up, now gets run over by Reeves, and they're going to call the runner out, running into the pitcher. Chris Kappas coming out to talk to his guy. And, Caden plays defensive back for the Wahpeton Huskies, the high school football team. Plays wide receiver as well. Plays a little basketball. That's a physical sport. I'll say nothing like getting run over in the base pass to really remind you why you love the game. You know? 2 outs. Wyatt Hayden up, the first baseman for the Expos. Kappas comes set, the pitch. Bounces it in front of the plate. Wonder if a little shaken up. And he had to have his leg taped up in the last inning, sliding into third base. And it's his push-off leg. So it's that right leg on the right-handed pitcher. Comes in for the strike. 1-1. Don't know what to officially rule out the last guy. The pitch. Fleetfoot frames it low for the strike. 1-2. So Cap is 1 strike away from going 1-2-3 in this inning. The pitch. Swung on and fouled back down the right field side into the residential neighborhood. Well, actually, no, it bounces back. Beautiful, what would you call those? Evergreen trees at John Randall. Keeps the ball in the park. Count stays 1-2. Timeout taken by Hayden. Titus Reed runs into Kappas on that last at bat, so we're going to call that a force out 1. 1-2. The pitch. Breaking ball. Misses him. 2-2. And Jackson Fleetfoot normally on those breaking balls that knows it's going to be a third strike. He's already walking back to the dugout. He knew that one wasn't in the strike zone. The pitch. Misses low. 3-2. Wyatt Hayden wanted to call a timeout. Just trying to take a step out of the box. Kappas probably could have got him there. Payoff pitch. 3-2. Swung on and hit in the air. Josiah Hoffman fading over on the right side. And that ball falls about 7 feet short of the field of play. 3-2. Count stays. 2 outs. Top of the second. Expos and Post 20 Wahpeton 2-0 in this tournament so far. Breeze is picking up a little bit at John Randall. Beautiful afternoon, evening in North Dakota. The windup, the pitch, fouled back. So you can say a lot of things about the first baseman for the Expos. Can't say he's not a fighter. Running up the pitch count for Caden Kappas. Now, 90 pitches, we said unofficially is about a 4-day rest period. 105 pitches is a 4-day rest. Pitch hit back, count stays 3-2. Either way, Kappa is probably going to try to stay around 90 pitches in this contest, and a 3-2 count with a guy continuing to foul off your best stuff. Not helping you. Kappas comes set. Out of the windup. 3-2 pitch. Gets him looking. Second looking strikeout for Caden Kappas. So going into the home half of the second inning, game stays tied at a goose egg apiece. 5, 6, 7 hitters coming up for Wahpeton. You're listening to B92.7. Your home for American Legion Baseball.
At the center of every home lies a place where loved ones unite, children snack with new best friends after school, and world problems are debated over wine. Welcome to the kitchen, where ideas thrive, recipes are born, meals turn into moments, and life is inspired. Medallion Cabinetry offers a wide range of kitchen styles from traditional to contemporary. Get inspired with Medallion Cabinetry from Builder's First Source in Wahpeton, or visit us at www.medallioncabinetry.com. Let our medallion designers inspire you.
Summer of 2022 is the best time to do the zoo. At Yankaba Zoo, they have all kinds of mammals, like silly spider monkeys, otters, tigers, and bears. Oh my! Stop down and see the cheetahs, Chica and Naya, the bobcat family, Jack and Clover. Yankaba Zoo is bigger and better than ever. Stop down and see what makes Yankaba Zoo one of the best zoos in the country. It's not too late to get your 2022 membership. Yankaba Zoo opens 7 days a week, 10 till 7.
Welcome back. First pitch brought to you by Red River Communication. Caden Hockert at the dish. The shortstop for Post 20. The pitch from Johnson. Bounces in the left-handed batter's box. 1-0. Caden Hockert had a good outing. Pitched 5 2/3 innings. 5 Ks. The pitch. Swung on and fouled. 1-1. Good outing against Fergus Falls. Now, according to sources, and by sources I mean parents, Fergus Falls always has a pretty good team. Johnson out of the windup. The 1-1 pitch coming up. No outs in the home half of the second. The pitch. Breaking ball catches inside and high for a strike. 1-2. Right-handed pitcher, right-handed batter, and sometimes that's where it gets you. You get a little worried about that breaking ball not breaking in time. So the 1-2, nobody out. Hocker watches it high, 2-2. And Wahpeton does a pretty good job of not chasing a lot of bad pitches. Good plate discipline. Hocker comes set, gets back in, digs in. Johnson on the rubber. The pitch, swung on and fouled straight back out of play. 2-2, the count stays. First baseman hugging the first base line. Third baseman hugging the third base line. So a little bit of room between the players. The pitch. Hockert watches it away for 3-2. Full count to the shortstop. Wahpeton wearing their baby blue jerseys, white numbers, red outlines. Expos, black jerseys, white stripes, white bottoms. The pitch. Misses outside. Ball 4. Catcher not happy about that one. Thought, hey, the other guy's putting it in the same spot. What's the deal? Riley Timian, the chef, working that hot corner, comes in. Hockert on first. Timian batting in this home half of the second. Digs in. Pickoff move by Johnson. Easy throw over. I guess that makes sense. Nobody, you haven't thrown a pitch towards home plate yet. You want to keep the base runner conservative. The pitch from Johnson, swung on and hit foul down the left side. Wahpeton likes to put the ball down that third base side. If you're a third baseman and you've been watching a couple of the post 20 games, you almost want to cheat just a step over, make your life a little bit easier. And especially because most third basemen are going to be right-handed, so that ball is going to be on your non-glove side. You're going to have to go across the body. It's a tough defensive play to make. The pitch misses away. Ball 1. Catcher looks Hockert back. Nobody out. 1 on. Home half of the second. Lights on at John Randall Field. Johnson comes set out of the stretch. Pickoff move. Almost shot puts it over there. When he's pitching, full extension, he's got a really good break on his ball, so I know that he knows how to use the seams. But when he's thrown over to first base, not as much zip. Johnson comes set, the pitch. Bounces in front of the catcher. Hockert dives into second, steals the base. So Timian with a runner in scoring position. 2-1 count to the third baseman. Riley Timian taking the signs from Chris Kappas at third base, his head coach. A lot of room on the right side as second baseman's holding Hockert on. The bunt in front of the plate. Pitcher's going to recover it, throw it over. Airmails it. That's 2-day delivery for you as Hockert walks in to home. And Riley Timian gets on. Now the question is, do you count that as an E1? I would say so. So Timian gets on an E1. Advances a second on the throw. Beautiful small ball for Wahpeton as Gavin Schroeder steps in. Hockert breaks the tie. Wahpeton leads 1-0 against the Billings Expos. And, you know, sometimes that's the deciding run. You know, you get a run in the second inning on a small ball type play, and then you got a guy like Caden Kappas who's going to throw you strikes. The pitch, another bunt. This time rolls foul down the right side. Chris Kappas not happy with the pitching from Evan Johnson. We've seen umpires calling balks early. It's the coming set. You got to come set for a second, and then you got to go home. Now, what Johnson likes to do, like a lot of young pitchers, saw a guy on TV do it one time, want to look back the runner. Not great. You want to continue to look at the catcher the entire time. Johnson comes set, peeking over his shoulder, second base and holding Timian on. Schroeder at the dish, 0-1 count. Johnson comes set, takes a timeout. 1-0 lead for Wahpeton over Billings. Riley Timian at second base. Second baseman holding him on. Wild pitch. Gavin Schroeder faked the bunt, pulled it back in time. 1-1 count, and Riley Timian advances to third. And if there's one thing that Chris Kappas has, he's got a PhD in head games. Knows how to mess with opposing teams. Show that bunt. And as a pitcher, you're taught, just throw at the bat. Just throw at the bat and trust the defense. Schroeder watches the pitch high and inside for ball 2. Just throw at the bat and trust that you're going to get an out. Schroeder, a contact hitter. The pitch. Watches another one inside and high. You can tell that one kind of caught him by surprise. A little bit of zip by your face. Don't like that feeling. Breeze comes in at John Randall. 3-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. 3-2 to Gavin Schroeder. And with nobody out, all you need to do here is just put the ball in the air in the outfield, and you're going to score your man from third base. The pitch, fouled back into the catcher's glove as Schroeder goes down. First K of the game for Johnson. Josiah Hoffman steps in. Hoffman, don't have his official height and weight, but we can eyeball him at about 6 foot. 1 out, 1 on. The pitch misses away. Ball 1. And if you're the Expos here, you can't worry about the guy on third. You just got to go after the hitter. Just got to worry about that, especially with a bunt that you airmailed to the first baseman. Don't worry about that. You got to wipe it off. Just go after the hitter. Pickoff move. Rolls almost into the Wahpeton dugout. Johnson, right-handed pitcher, so he has that nice sidestep pickoff move, but didn't quite get to the third baseman. A little miscommunication. Third baseman wasn't holding Timian on. Lucky that Timian didn't have his track shoes on. The pitch swung on and missed by Hoffman. Ball pops out of the catcher's glove, stays on top of it. 1-1. Wahpeton running a little bit of a hit and run, if you ask me. 1 out, 1 on, 1-1 count. Johnson. Hoffman tries to lay down the bunt, rolls out. And Chris Kappas running a little small ball action with his post-20 team. So Hoffman now, 1-2 count. What I like about that call is that, okay, if you're going to bunt with 1 strike, you got to know that your guy's going to put it on the ground. You know that your guy hopefully is going to keep it in the field of play. Hoffman wasn't able to do it right there. But you trust him enough to do that. Pickoff move. Ball gets away. Timian stays at third. And Johnson, honestly, we call that playing with fire. If you're a parent, you got to know where your matches are. Don't want your kids burning the house down. If you're the Expos head coach, you got to tell your pitcher, hey, man, calm down. Go after the batter because you don't want your house to burn down here. The pitch. Ooh, Hoffman gets caught, and they're calling a balk. So Timian walks in, and Hoffman, is he going to have to stay in the box after getting popped? It's one of those bittersweet moments where you get a run, but Hoffman took one off the chest. And is he going to have to stay in the box and continue to bat? So Timian takes home. That'll be a second run this inning for Wahpeton. 1 out, nobody on for Josiah Hoffman. And like I said, bittersweet, because if you're Wahpeton, you like the run, you need the run. You're only up by 2 in the second inning, something that Wahpeton, you like to put the foot on the gas a little earlier in these games. If you're Hoffman, you just took one off the chest and you don't get anything for it. At least, hit by pitch, get a little badge of honor, go to first base. Doesn't hurt your ER, or doesn't hurt your batting average. Helps your on-base percentage. All good things. But in a situation like that where there's a balk and you still get beaned, doesn't do anything for you. Now we're having another book club as the field officials talking to the Expo head coach. And, we talked about Billings, Montana, beautiful place, known as one of the Freedom States. Oh, they tossed the head coach from Billings. Now that is something. You drive 9 hours to get kicked out of the late game. Field official not happy. A little bit of a conversation going. Frisky, frisky, frisky. Lights go down and it gets warmer in Wahpeton, North Dakota. Home plate umpire having to cool down the coaching staff as the field umpire goes back to second base. That is a tough look for the Expos head coach. And what's, another interesting fact here is that at John Randall, there's a lot of viewing points here. You don't have to, go too far to get a good scene. Head coach of the Expos and the head official conversation about it. They're saying that Johnson came set, that it shouldn't have been a balk. Now again, if I'm Kappas, I'd almost argue with the Expo coach and say, hey, it wasn't a balk. We'll take our guy at third and we'll put Hoffman on first. You know what I mean? That's kind of what we're doing here. Head coach of the Expos getting waived. And the conversation still goes on. I'll tell you what, for as much as we were able to speed these games up earlier in the day with run rules, now games are kind of pulling a little bit longer. Guess nobody has anything to do on a Saturday evening. Billings head coach taking his seat in the stands with the rest of us as Josiah Hoffman steps back in. So to remind you, Riley Timian at third base, Evan Johnson box. He goes into home. And this is where this big brouhaha began because the Expos head coach disagreed with the call. Didn't say that Johnson came set. So now bases are empty for Hoffman, who took a pitch off the chest, steps back in, 1-2 pitch, and strikes out. So Evan Johnson, after having about 5.5 to 10 minute periods to catch his breath, he does really good after those breaks. Back-to-back Ks for Johnson as Rittenhauer steps in. Base is empty, 2 outs. The pitch swung on and hit foul down the right side. And honestly, that Billings head coach just hanging out around the clubhouse, goes back on the bench. He got tossed, so it's kind of curious to see what he's doing back in the clubhouse. Honestly, we got another chair up here. We should offer him to come up and do color with us. And the field official saying, get out of here, to the Expo head coach. Expo coach saying he didn't have his keys. I don't blame him, like we were talking about earlier. Keys are hard to find. Kind of like the strike zone for a young pitcher. Expo coach taking his seat on the bus. 0-1 count to Jack Rittenhauer. Johnson on the bump. The pitch. Swung on and hit into the air. Right fielder gets underneath it, and that'll end the second inning. So after 2 innings of play and about 45 minutes of delay of games, we go into the third. Expos trail 2-0 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. We'll be right back with the top of the third. You're listening to B92.7, your home for American Legion Baseball.
Otter Tail Power Company would like to remind you about the importance of high school athletics in the lives of children. These extracurricular activities play a role in the education and development of those kids involved and provide a way for them to learn some of life's most important lessons. Lessons that will take them through life with a sense of accomplishment and pride. Otter Tail Power Company would like to salute those athletes, coaches, and fans that make every season one to remember.
Life moves fast. Is your internet keeping up? Switch to Red River Communications fiber-fast broadband internet and make buffering and glitching a thing of the past. For over 70 years, Red River Communications has provided the Red River Valley industry-leading technology, all backed by a team of local experts. To upgrade your internet, visit redrivercom.com or give us a call at 701-553-8309. Red River Communications. Go faster with fiber.
Welcome back to John Randall Field. Your first pitch brought to you by Red River Communication. Go faster with fiber. Now, normally, if 2 innings of play take an hour, you have hits, you have runs, you have excitement, errors, everything else. You don't have that in this game. Right now, 2-0 lead for Wahpeton. It's 2. It's a 2-0 lead. We had Timian score, and we had, let's see, who else scored? Timian scored and Hockert scored. Those are our 2 scores. It is the top of the third. Top of the third, 1, 2, 3 hitters for the Expos coming up. And Chris Kappa's talking to the head coach for the Expos before he goes down to third base. Devin Nelson up. So, correction, 9-1-2 coming up. Devin Nelson, the second baseman for the Expos. And the question is, does this rise the spirits of the Expo dugout, or does it lower them? You lose your head coach, but it shows that your head coach supports your guy. Chopper to Hockert, it's short, and the play is not there in time. Ball rolls. Ball rolls to the fence. Head coach of the Expos sitting in his van watching from outside the field of play. He's excited. Horn going. He's watching the game from his van. Love to see that. And, you know, John Randall Field, you buy a ticket, you support the kids, that's great, but there's also a lot of ways that you can kind of, you know, watch from the side. There's a nice hill behind right field if you want to sit back there and watch. A lot going on. And, of course, you can watch on KBMW News Live on YouTube as well. The pitch. Catches the corner to play for a strike. That's Caden Thompson at the plate. He struck out his last time at the dish. Nelson takes a lead at first. 2-0 lead for Wahpeton in the top of the third. The pitch. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2. We'll count Devin Nelson with a single. Kappas looks in, comes set out of the stretch. The pitch. Swung on and fouled out of play down the right side. You can also listen on B92.7 if you're by a radio. We should have given our guy a little bit of information there. Thompson digs back in. Count stays 2-0-2. The pitch. Breaking ball misses high and away. Ball 1. And, you know, it's interesting in situations like that, especially when you're a young guy, 16 to 18, and you got adults yelling at each other about calls, balls, and strikes, box and not box. The pitch. Swung and a miss. That's the second K for Thompson. Fourth K of the day for Kappas. Jet Gerard steps in, 1 out, 1 on in the top of the third. And as a young guy, you don't like to see adults arguing. You know, you don't like to see people fight on the field, especially when you're just trying to have a good time. 2-0, lead for Post 20. Pickoff move, not in time. Hoffman puts it down. Jet Gerard walked and ended up on third base. Probably, I would argue, probably the worst place to end up on the field. Don't want to be on third base to end an inning. The pitch from Kappas. Inside, Katz is a strike zone first. One. 0-1 count. 1 out. 2-0 lead for Wahpeton. Runner on first. The pitch. Breaking ball. Misses inside. 1-1. Breeze coming in. American flag unfurling at John Randall. Got a couple of flags out there. POW and North Dakota flag on the John Randall scoreboard. The pitch. Ooh. Almost catches him inside. Count goes 2-1. So go through the infield one more time for you from right to left. Hoffman at first. Riddenhauer at second. Hockert at short. And Timian at third. Runner on first. The pitch. Another one inside and high. 3-1. Kappas doesn't like that Jet Gerard maybe crowding that plate a little bit, trying to work his way. There he like. Yep. The pitch. Outside corner. Full count. 3-2. So payoff pitch coming up. 1 out, 1 on. Wahpeton leads 2-0. The pitch. Swung on and chopped back foul. Full count remains. You listen to B92.7 and watching on KBMW News Live. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with us all afternoon long. Turner Bluff has had those 2 games for you for Breckenridge, and we've got all the Wahpeton games for you on B92 as well. The pitch. Ooh, 50-50 call goes the Expos' way. Gotta wonder if that's it's going to be hard to make a makeup call for throwing a coach out, but 50-50 calls might be going Expos' way a little bit more now. So 1 out. Men on second and first. Evan Johnson steps up. Johnson had a single his last time at the plate. Trying to do himself a favor, trailing by 2 runs. Swung on and missed. Ball pops out of, well, they're saying a foul tip. Foul tip out of Fleetfoot's hands. Breeze continues at John Randall. Cools off. 85 was the high today. Right now, probably close to 60. Outside counts, 74 degrees at John Randall. 0-2 count coming up for the pitcher, Evan Johnson. Digs in, Hockert, 4 Ks already on the day. Comes set out of the stretch. Pickoff move. Hockert's there. Gets him. Second out of the inning comes at second base. Beautiful pickoff move by Caden Kappas to get the lead runner. And Delvin Nelson taking his time going back to the dugout. Not Billings day. And that's tough. Had the whole day kind of just hanging out. Watched a little baseball, hang out at the hotel. Breaking ball misses outside, 1-2. Spend the whole day just, relaxing. Hanging out at the hotel, maybe watching a little baseball, playing some video games. The pitch, swung on and hit, foul, out of play. Count stays 1-2. Then you come here, you pitcher box. Runner gets picked off at second. Head coach for the Expos, helping retrieve fly balls in the parking lot. Good for him. 1-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled. Good changeup by Kappas. A little off-speed stuff. Change it up. Sun goes down. Lights come on. Breeze picks up in Wahpeton. 1-2, 2 outs. Runner on first. Kappas comes set the pitch. Misses low and inside. Ball 2. So 2s across the board for the hurler. Hoffman holding the runner on first. Timian takes a couple steps up at third. Catches him looking. 5th K of the day for Kappas. Catches the opposing pitcher sleeping at the wheel. So into the home stretch of the third inning. Wahpeton leads 2-0. You're listening to B92.7. Your home for American Legion Baseball.
Are you tired of impersonal service and surprise fees from your bank? Time to change that, and fast. Just open your new checking account at Bell Bank, in person or online. It's America's best checking, and we'll work with you to make your switch as smooth as possible. Get started at bell.bank/easy. Already a happy Bell customer? Tell a friend. Once they switch, you'll both get $50. Bell Bank, member FDIC. Bonus will be deposited within 5 business days after qualifications are met. $50 minimum deposit to open.
At the center of every home lies a place where loved ones unite, children snack with new best friends after school, and world problems are debated over wine. Welcome to the kitchen, where ideas thrive, recipes are born, meals turn into moments, and life is inspired. Medallion Cabinetry offers a wide range of kitchen styles from traditional to contemporary. Get inspired with Medallion Cabinetry from Builder's First Source in Wahpeton, or visit us at www.medallioncabinetry.com. Let our medallion designers inspire you.
Welcome back to John Randall Field. Home half of the third inning. Up to bat in this inning. 1-2-3. Kappas, Ulick, Fleeflet. So we're about an hour in to this contest. Going into the bottom of the third. So what do we got? We got 1 injury report, 1 rain delay, 1 brouhaha. Evan Johnson still on the bump for the Expos. Pitcher-on-pitcher duel. The pitch. Breaking ball across the plate for a strike. 0-1. Kappas had a single his last time up. 0-1. Misses away. Ball 1. 1-1. Swung on and put it up in the air. First baseman and catcher rushing over. Falls out of play off the clubhouse on the first base side. So Kappas runs the count up 1-2. Nobody out, nobody on. Evan Johnson on the hill. Got called for a balk and walked in that second run for a post 20. Johnson comes set out of the windup. The pitch, high and away, ball 2. Center fielder playing to shift over to the left side. The pitch bounces in the left-handed batter's box. Full count, 3-2. Evan Johnson playing with his food a little bit. And if you're Kappas, who has a good control over a bat, they're going to give you something to hit here. The pitch, or maybe not, walks him. Ball's away. First runner in the third inning for Wahpeton. Ulick steps in. He had a fly out to center field. And this is normally where Wahpeton scores a couple of their runs, second time through the order. Left-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. Kappas on first base. He took a pickoff move high. First baseman is able to get a glove on it. Throws it back to his pitcher. Good call by Johnson, who came out of the windup. Had to remind himself to get back in the stretch. Pickoff move again. First baseman able to keep a glove on it. Almost pulls him off the bag. And if you're Johnson, you know, if you're going to do those quick pickoff moves, he's doing the right thing of doing it early. Doesn't want to come set. Johnson looks in. Ulick digs in. Left-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. The pitch. Inside. Throw down. Airmails it into center field. So Kappas takes second base. Easy. Another stolen base for Kappas. Got his running shoes on today. So runner in scoring position. Nobody out. One man on. I want to thank you guys for watching on listening on B92.7 and watching on KBMW News Live. Got that nice zoomed-in camera. You can see the runner, the pitcher, and the hitter. Love it when a guy's on second. Kappas takes another step. Shortstop holding him on. Johnson comes set. Looks back. The pitch. Swung on, and chopper. Foul for Tor Ulick. 1-1 count. Nobody out. One man on. Caden Kappas. Type of guy who likes to be home. Kicks his feet up. Enjoys his lazy boy. Works his way around the bases a lot. The pitch. Swung on and hit high into right field. Kappas tags up at second. Fly out to the right fielder as Kappas takes third base. His coach telling him, hey, man, get on the Jets. Could have got in. Fly out is the first out of the inning. But Jackson Fleetfoot steps in. The Kappas ended up at third in the first inning. That ended the Huskies inning after a fly out by Jaden King. Jackson Fleetfoot trying to make sure that he gets the job done this time. One out, one on, runner on third. Right-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. The pitch from Johnson. Inside for a strike. 0-1. Fleetfoot steps out, looks at his coach, Chris Kappas. Gets a sign, steps back in. Batted on the shoulder. Johnson comes set, pickoff move. Kappas lays back out. About a body's length away on third base. And what's nice about John Randall Field is it's all natural grass. You can tell they do a good job of, keeping it going. The pitch. Bunts up the middle. Play at the plate. Gets underneath it. So, Jackson Fleetfoot's bunt right back to the pitcher. Not in time. Caden Kappas gets underneath it. Extends the lead 3-0 for post 20. And Fleetfoot on a single bunt. Chris Kappas, he got a pitcher to balk. He's bunting, runs in. The maestro of the head games. He wrote the book on small ball, right? All right, one out, one on. As Jaden King steps up, he flew out to the center fielder his last time up. Pitch goes off of King's shoulder. Don't know how that one bounced to the backstop without going off of him, but 1 ball. That was one of the weirdest balls I've ever seen. So ball comes up on King. Right-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. Comes up a little bit on him. Doesn't hit King, though. Ends up in the backstop. Weird to see. Pickoff move. Gets underneath it. Jackson Fleeflit, the base runner, at second. And Fleeflit, good base runner, smart base runner. Not a fast base runner. Takes another lead. Pitch. Swung on a chopper. Pitcher picks it up. And they're saying it bounced off home plate. So foul ball. Jaden King walks back up. Umpire says he bounced it off his foot. Okay, so 1-1 is the count. 1 out, runner on second. Interestingly enough, you think that it would be a fair ball, right? You bounced it off yourself. Not the case. The pitch. Another foul ball. 1-2. Jane King wearing stirrups in this contest. Going to have to choke up on the bat. Pitcher's count. Johnson already back on the rubber. As Fleeflit takes his lead at second base. Second baseman holding him on. Pickoff move. Bounces it off of Fleeflit's head. And Jackson Fleeflit down for the count at second base. Evan Johnson was trying to get that pickoff move low and towards the base runner, but second baseman wasn't able to get his glove there in time. And Fleeflit takes it off the back of his neck, off his head. We're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we'll fill you in more. You're listening to B92.7 and watching on KBMW News Live. Home half of the third inning, 1 out. Wahpeton leads 3-0.
Otter Tail Power Company would like to remind you about the importance of high school athletics in the lives of children. These extracurricular activities play a role in the education and development of those kids involved and provide a way for them to learn some of life's most important lessons. Lessons that will take them through life with a sense of accomplishment and pride. Otter Tail Power Company would like to salute those athletes, coaches, and fans that make every season one to remember.
Life moves fast. Is your internet keeping up? Switch to Red River Communications fiber fast broadband internet and make buffering and glitching a thing of the past. For over 70 years, Red River Communications has provided the Red River Valley industry-leading technology, all backed by a team of local experts. To upgrade your internet, visit redrivercom.com or give us a call at 701-553-8309. Red River Communications. Go faster with fiber.
Welcome back to John Randall Field. Courtesy runner comes on for Jackson Fleeflit. Don't really understand what the problem was. He was holding his head earlier. Now he's holding his arm as he goes to the dugout, head down. Not good for the Husky or for the post 20 either way, because that is your catcher. You don't want your catcher having any type of head problems. Seen that before. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. The pitch to King. King watched it go across for a strikeout. Second K of the day for Johnson. As Wahpeton down 2 outs. Kane Hockert steps in. He walked and scored a run in the second inning. The pitch. Another one inside. Doesn't break. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Forgive me, fans at home. That breaking ball had no break to it. I thought that was going to go right off of Hockert's head. Pitch, fastball outside, catches the corner for a strike, 1-1. And, you know, sometimes as a hitter, you like that. You like to know that the pitcher's having a little bit of control issues. Sometimes, though, the pitch, inside, corner for a strike, 1-2. Johnson finds the strike zone here. Sometimes you like it, sometimes you don't, especially if those balls are creeping up towards you. So the 1-2, 2 outs, runner on second. Johnson comes set, looks back at the runner, the pitch. Swing and a miss for Hockert. Third K for Johnson. Fourth inning coming up. You're listening to B92.7, your home for American Legion Baseball.
As much as we all like to win, it's important to keep in mind that good sportsmanship is one of the most important aspects of any sport. The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of the players, coaches, and spectators are remembered. The next time you attend a game, think of how history will remember you. Good sports show you how to play the game. This message brought to you by Schmitty's Plumbing, Heating, and Sheet Metal Incorporated, your heating, ventilating, and air conditioning service in Wahpeton. Call them at 642-6574.
Shelly Zock at Miller Realty has been a full-time realtor in Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and the surrounding area for almost 40 years. Shelly has called the Twin Towns home her entire life, which makes her the perfect person to call if you're looking to buy or sell a new home in the area. As a first home certified agent, her specialty is assisting first-time home buyers. Shelly is here to help with all of your real estate needs. Give her a call at 701-640-0264 or send an email to shelly@guymillerrealty.com.
Smith Motors in Wahpeton has great vehicle options to meet every budget and purpose. Say yes to new adventures this summer in a 2017 Honda CR-V 7-passenger for $24,990. Head to the lake in a 2018 Chevy K1500 4x4 for $42,990. Or cruise around in a 2018 Chevy Malibu for $30,490. Hurry into Smith Motors in Wahpeton. Small town friendly, big town deals. Or visit them online at smithmotors.com.
Welcome back to John Randall Field. Wahpeton leads 3-0 going into the top of the fourth. Solomon, Marker, and Walker up for the Expos. And we're happy to see Jackson Fleetfoot behind the dish, throwing down. First pitch brought to you by Red River Communication. Go faster with fiber. And I was telling our ace producer, Big Mike, that what you have here is you have a weather delay, an injury delay, a brouhaha, and an injury delay. We have more pauses in action than we have runs. America's pastime, though. Kappas on the bump for Wahpeton. Having a pretty good game so far. 5 Ks through 3 innings. He's knocking on the door trying to take down Nicky Zock's K record. 9 Ks through 5. Left-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. Solomon steps in. The pitch. Outside corner misses. Ball 1. And love John Randall Field. Would love to be, have my ashes buried here. That's how much I love it. Got a pole that's right in front of our scoreboard. The pitch misses inside. 2-0. I feel like I'm at the movie theater talking to a friend because you got to kind of have to sit in your chair and lean. It's fun to say one or two things, not a whole movie though. The 2-0 pitch catches the outside corner. 2-1. And Cotton Solomon, he got on a fielder's choice. Got stranded, though, at first base his last time up. The 2-1, nobody out. Top of the fourth, the pitch. Swung on and put up in the air. Conversation between the shortstop and left fielder. Hawker grabs it for the first out of the fourth inning. Darren Marker steps in. He struck out looking his last time up in the first inning. And Jackson Fleetfoot, we saw a little bit of a conversation between the home plate umpire and the catcher saying, hey, you're running off a little bit too quick there, kid. Got him twice, though. He's 2 for 2, though. The pitch. Inside corner for the strike. 0-1. Jackson Fleetfoot could work at a Photoshop. Does a good job frame it. 0-1. Check swing. Did he go? First base ump says no. All right. 1-1 is their count. 1 out, 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody on. And the top of the fourth. The pitch. Little low. Basement strike. 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Kappas comes forward with it. Fleetfoot tries to frame it for him on the outside. A little bit too far. 2-2. In the outfield, Schroeder, Ulick, and King. The pitch swung on and hit into left field, and Gavin Schroeder going to have to go after it down the side. Gets it in quick, though. And first hit of the 4th inning for Taryn Maker. Logan Walker up. He had a fly out to left field his last time up. That was the, I was going to say, was that the one that Gavin Schroeder dove out and caught it? Web gem? No. That happened in the last game. So it happens when you do double headers. Games kind of start running together a little bit for you. 1 out, 1 on. Cap is on the bump. Looks into Walker. The pitch. Misses low. Ball 1. Logan Walker, the third baseman for the Expos. Marker takes a step at first. The pitch. Oh, high and inside. Walker ducks 2-0. I'll tell you what, as it is 9:38 Central Standard Time. Good way to make sure you're awake. Couple of quick pitches from Kappas, high and tight. See if he works his way down. Pickoff move. Hoffman able to trap it underneath his glove. Count stays 2-0. Logan Walker showed bunt. We'll see if the Expos are taking a page out of the book, trying to play a little small ball action. Bunt a runner across. With 1 out, though, dangerous play, especially with the type of infield that the Post 20 has. Pickoff move to Hoffman, and we're going to get a pickle. Throw down to Rittenhauer out on the base pass. Beautiful play by the pitcher and the infield. Hoffman and Rittenhauer slap mitts. Second out on the base pass, so now base is empty for Logan Walker. Expos having a tough time today. Count across. A balk. 2 runners out on the base passes at this point. Not a good showing. The pitch. Down the middle of the plate. Ooh, this is high. 3-0. Cabot's not happy about that call. Top of the 4th. Wahpeton leads 3-0. Walker's showing bunt. The 3-0, you got to wonder. He's going to pull back. Misses high. For the walk. Only the second or third walk of the game for Kappas. Jackson Fleetflick coming out to talk to his pitcher. And the difference between Caden Hocker and Caden Kappas, right? Hocker had to come down, get settled down. His problem, breaking balls just weren't hitting the strike zone. With Kappas, not so much breaking balls not hitting the strike zone. Fastballs have a little bit of misdirection. That, to me, a lot easier problem to solve than breaking balls. Because with a breaking ball, okay, you got to fix the grip. You got to work with this, work with that, push down a little bit harder on the throw. For a fastball, hey, man, delivery point just not there. The pitch, swung on and fouled straight back, 0-1 count. Titus Reeves at the dish. Right fielder for the Expos. Trying to get something going with 2 down. Runner on first. The pitch. Bounces off Fleetfoot's leg. Runner. Ooh, almost in time. Dangerous play by Logan Walker. Doesn't slide into second. Hocker was there. Fleetfoot just not able to get the play down in time. Catching his breath. Looks like he took that one off of the upper thigh. Not a good place to take a fastball. Be interested to see, as professional baseball looking more and more to a robo-umps, seeing a lot of catchers bending over catching their breath. Wonder if you can put an oxygen tank back there with the robo-ump. 1-1 count. Runner on second. Kappas comes set out of the stretch. The pitch. Inside corner for a strike. 1-2. One of those nice inside fastballs that makes a right-handed batter think, oh, man, is this going to hit me? Nope. Don't crowd the plate. 1-2 pitch. Inside and high. Ball 2. That's danger, though. If you're going to continue to try to work inside, sometimes that fastball sneaks high on you. 2s across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on second, top of the 4th. The pitch. Swung on and hit. Line drive back up. Rounds third. Coming in at home. Play at the plate. Bounces over Fleet's head. Kappas is there, backing him up as the runner runs into second. So Titus Reeves with the stand-up double as Logan Walker comes in on that double. First run of the game for the Expos. 3-1. Nice throw by Tori Ulick in center field. Just a hard ground of John Randall. Bounced that ball over Fleet's head. I'd argue, though, we let that rain happen for maybe 10, 15, 20 more minutes. Ground's a little bit softer. Could have been a play at the plate. That guy running into third. That was Logan Walker. Dangerous play at the plate. So 2 down. Caps looks back. The pitch swung on and missed. Wyatt Hayden, the first baseman at the dish. He struck out looking his last time up. Kappas trying to add to his K count. A pitch. High inside. Pickoff move. Throw down. Gets him. Third out of the inning comes on the base pass as beautiful Caden Hawker backpedaling at shortstop gets the runner. Good way to end it. Wyatt Hayden will start the top of the 5th. But home half of the 4th from Wahpeton. Billings and Wahpeton. 3-1 lead for Wahpeton. You're listening to B92.7. Your home for American Legion Baseball.
Welcome to the Radio Employment Connection, where we work to find people to work for you. Red River Human Services Foundation has multiple DSP openings and shifts available, $15 an hour or more depending on experience. Apply online at www.rrhsf.org. Red River Human Services has multiple DSP openings and shifts available. Apply online at www.rrhsf.org. If you'd like to advertise a job opening on the KBMW Radio Employment Connection, reserve a spot by contacting us at 701-642-8747 or email studio@kbmwnews.com.
Are you tired of impersonal service and surprise fees from your bank? Time to change that, and fast. Just open your new checking account at Bell Bank, in person or online. It's America's best checking, and we'll work with you to make your switch as smooth as possible. Get started at bell.bank/easy. Already a happy Bell customer? Tell a friend. Once they switch, you'll both get $50. Bell Bank, member FDIC. Bonus will be deposited within 5 business days after qualifications are met. $50 minimum deposit to open.
Welcome back to John Randall Field. Wahpeton Huskies, or Wahpeton Post 20 leads 3-1 on your scoreboard. Yeah, got to put the Post 20 list back up there. So Hawker, Timian, and Gavin Schroeder up to bat in the home half of the 4th. Evan Johnson still on the hill. Arguably the most impactful player of this game. His balk essentially cost the Expos their coach. Head coach came out to argue about it and got tossed. That happened in the 2nd inning. Since then, been a lot cooler. What is going on now? Every time we have this conversation, every time we talk about what's going on, some official, some head coach has to talk. So Expos are talking to the home base umpire, getting a new lineup set up there. Number 18 is pitching for the Expos. We'll double check that. Believe it's Evan Johnson still on the hill. But can't be too careful. Is it? Okay, so Evan Johnson still on the hill. Oh, heavy sigh. You almost wonder what the what a warm-up pitches are if the in-between is going to be so long. 3-1 lead for Wahpeton in this home half of the 4th inning. Saturday night, umpires, head coaches, kids, nobody has any after-school plans. Up in this inning, going to see Timian, Gavin Schroeder, and Hoffman. Timian got on an E1 on the bunt, scored a run. Expo's doing push-ups in the infield.
Thank you.
3-1 lead for Wahpeton. 31 for 13. We're just going to continue to go as we go. We'll get the corrections as they happen. Timian at the dish. Evan Johnson's still on the mound. That's honestly what you need. You need the pitcher, you need the hitter, you need the backstop. None of that changed. Timian digs in. He bunted his last time up. The pitch. Swung on and hit up in the air. First baseman trying to make a play on it. Goes into foul territory. Makes it as he runs into the fence. Does he hold on to the ball? He does. A little bit of a web gem for the first baseman, and Timian takes a seat on the bench. One down in the home half of the fourth. Gavin Schroeder up to bat. He struck out his last time at the dish. Wearing number 2 for Wahpeton. Johnson comes set out of the windup. The pitch. Schroeder watches it high. 1-0. Low-scoring affair for Wahpeton. Misses high, ball 2. Wahpeton ran ruled. Was it run? Would it be run ruled or ran ruled? Run ruled. Run ruled. Big Stone 13-3 in their first game. The pitch misses high, ball 3. Then had a 10-2 game against Fergus Falls earlier this afternoon. So if you're at home trying to get the bingo card, the pitch down the middle of the plate for a strike, 3-1. Trying to get the bingo card, trying to figure out these scores, a little scorecard. Wahpeton not looking to run rule Billings. The pitch swung on and missed, 3-2. So Johnson able to battle back after going down 3-0. Comes back with 2 strikes. Bottom of the fourth. Wahpeton leads 3-1. The pitch swung on and fouled back. Count stays 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on in the home half of the fourth inning. Pushing 2 hours of play, only 3 1/3 innings in the books. Can thank a couple of delays for that. The pitch, Gavin Schroeder pops it back again. And I'm telling you, fans at home, I don't bring my glove to these games because I have meat hooks for hands. I could have caught a couple of these balls come back into the press box. Thank you, net. 3-2 pitch. 1 out. Johnson comes forward with it. Schroeder watched it across. Catches him snoozing. Hoffman up to bat. Now, the last time Josiah Hoffman was at the dish, we had a lot of fun. That is, the last time he was at the bat, he struck out, but that was the balk call, where he took one off the chest and didn't get to go to first. The pitch from Johnson. Swung on and missed by Hoffman, 0-1. That could tell you how long of a game that we're at, is that this is the second time that Hoffman's been at the plate in 2 hours. 0-1 count. Johnson comes set out of the windup. The pitch. Breaking ball. Swung on and fouled back. 0-2. Shortstop. Holding hands with the third baseman. Second baseman playing way over. A lot of green grass up the middle for a hitter like Hoffman, who likes to put the ball right back up the middle. 0-2 pitch. Outside corner. 1-2. Expos fans in attendance saying, hey, we had a guy that got struck out on that pitch. 1-2. Hoffman fouls it back. Count stays 1-2. 2 outs, nobody on. Wahpeton leads 3-1. And if you've been around the post-20 team, a 2-run lead, not what they like. They like to be up by double digits most of the time. The pitch. Watched it down the center of the plate. 1-2 count ends the inning. Back-to-back Ks for Johnson. Down into the fifth. Expos trail 3-1. We'll be right back with top of the fifth action. You're listening to B92.7, your home for American Legion Baseball.
As much as we all like to win, it's important to keep in mind that good sportsmanship is one of the most important aspects of any sport. The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of the players, coaches, and spectators are remembered. The next time you attend a game, think of how history will remember you. Good sports show you how to play the game. This message brought to you by Schmitty's Plumbing, Heating, and Sheet Metal Incorporated, your heating, ventilating, and air conditioning service in Wahpeton. Call them at 642-6574.
Shelly Zock at Miller Realty has been a full-time realtor in Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and the surrounding area for almost 40 years. Shelly has called the Twin Towns home her entire life, which makes her the perfect person to call if you're looking to buy or sell a new home in the area. As a first home certified agent, her specialty is assisting first-time home buyers. Shelly is here to help with all of your real estate needs. Give her a call at 701-640-0264 or send an email to shelly@guymillerrealty.com.
Smith Motors in Wahpeton has great vehicle options to meet every budget and purpose. Say yes to new adventures this summer in a 2017 Honda CR-V 7-passenger for $24,990. Head to the lake in a 2018 Chevy K1500 4x4 for $42,990. Or cruise around in a 2018 Chevy Malibu for $30,490. Hurry into Smith Motors in Wahpeton. Small town friendly, big town deals. Or visit them online at smithmotors.com.
Welcome back to John Randall Field. You're listening to B92.7, your home for American Legion Baseball. Caden Kappas on the bump for Post 20. In this inning, we're going to see Wyatt Hayden up again, Devin Nelson, and Keaton Thompson is going to get his third crack at it. 8-9-1. Trying to turn the lights off on me in the press box. It's pitch black. Some people, I know, confuse me with one of those illuminator fish. Pitch from Hawker, pounded back into the air. And Ulick's there in center field to make the catch. So one pitch, one out. Devin Nelson up to bat. Had a single his last time at the dish. Visitors side of the fifth inning. Finally getting this game moving at a good pace. The pitch misses low. Ball one. Beautiful night in Wahpeton, North Dakota as the sun completely down. Big LED lights on at John Randall. Misses low. 2-0. 2 balls, no out, or 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out, nobody on. The pitch misses low, or hits the low. Hits low, basement strike, 2-1. Well, we're getting there, man. We're figuring it out. 2-1. Kappas comes forward with it. The pitch. Fleetfoot tries to frame it for him. Not quite there. 3-1. Kappas out of the windup. The pitch. Low it away. Ball 4. So, runner on the corner. First base. Devin Nelson takes his base. Up to bat for the third time, Keaton Thompson. Thompson is chasing after that third K. Trying to collect the alphabet today. The pitch. Swung on and missed. Big cut by the leadoff hitter. 0-1. What? Comes set again. Hockert out of the stretch. The pitch. Swung on and missed. That's 2. (0-2) count. The pitch. Misses high. 1-2. Top of the fifth for you in Wahpeton. It's Micah Reeves at the dish. Caps throws another one away, 2-2. So Reeves comes in for Thompson. That was one of the changes that we said we were going to correct as time went on. 2-2 pitch, 1 out. The pitch. Catches him looking. So Reeves asleep at the dish. That'll be his first K of the day. Jet Gerard steps in. 2 down, 1 out, or 2 down, 1 on. Jet Gerard steps in. Wahpeton still leads 3-1 in the top of the fifth. The pitch. Beautiful pitch by Kappas inside corner. Takes another step at first, Nelson. Breaking pitch. Not quite there. 1-1. It's one of those another 50-50 calls. You give an inch, take another inch, and all of a sudden you're working with a 34-inch bat. Inside pitch, though, didn't get him. 2-1. Throw down. Throw in time. Tag not. So Nelson takes second base as Jet Gerard digs in with a runner on second. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Cap is pretty much at this point just go after the hitter. Swung on and fouled. King thinks about going after it. Goes out of play on the right side. And Jaden King known to be able to chase 1 or 2 down. Not there, though. About 20 feet outside of the field of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2's across the board. Runner on second. Kappas looks in. Pickoff move. High, not in time. And, you know, normally not so excited about pickoff moves because a lot of times it's just precautionary. Want to make sure the guy's there. But this post-20 team, the defense that they have, I trust the middle infield not to let the ball go into the outfield. Makes it a lot more exciting, I'll tell you that. 2-2 pitch, misses high, 3-2. Breaking ball doesn't do its job. Payoff pitch coming up for post-20. Two outs, 3-2 count, the pitch. Ooh, breaking ball gets him. Jet Gerard got caught sleeping at the wheel. Home half of the 5th inning coming up. You're listening to B92.7, your home for American Legion Baseball. 9-1-2 coming up for Post 20. You're listening to B92.7, your home for American Legion Baseball.
Summer of 2022 is the best time to do the zoo. At Jacoba Zoo, they have all kinds of mammals, like silly spider monkeys, otters, tigers, and bears. Oh my! Stop down and see the cheetahs, Chica and Naya, the bobcat family, Jack and Clover. Jacoba Zoo is bigger and better than ever. Stop down and see what makes Jacoba Zoo one of the best zoos in the country. It's not too late to get your 2022 membership. Jacoba Zoo opens 7 days a week, 10 till 7.
Comdell Innovation is seeking individuals for summer and full-time production for a variety of shifts. Work for an employee-owned company, clean, climate-controlled, and who cares about the environment with ISO certifications. Starting wage is $14.50 an hour for day shift and 12-hour or afternoon shifts at $15.50 an hour, with $1.50 for afternoon shift and $3 an hour working nights 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Seeking shift maintenance and tool die makers. Pay based on experience. Benefits available within 90 days of hire. Apply today at Comdell Innovation or online at comdellinnovation.com.
Welcome back to John Randall Field. Home half of the 5th inning. Riddenhauer, Kappas, and Ulick up to bat. And Kappas has a lot more faith in his breaking ball than I do. But I should say that I had faith in my breaking ball. He trusted a lot more. Talking about painting the corners, though, I said he's a regular Tom Sawyer painting the corner. The American, I'll tell you, American literature. Gotta love it. Got to love it. Nobody else did the summer reading. It was just me in the press box. Got to get the summer reading book club going. First book, Tom Sawyer. Little Mark Clemens there for you. That was his real name. Samuel Clemens, that was his name. I'm thinking Mark Twain was his pen name. Look at that. It's a late night. 2 hours into this contest, and we're losing our minds. Jack Rittenhauer up to bat, the second baseman. 3-1 is the lead for Post 20 going into the home half of the fifth. Trying to add a couple more. Evan Johnson's first pitch outside misses, 1-0. Comes set, the pitch. Ooh! Rittenhauer takes it off his hand. Now, curiously enough, he squared around a bunt, and he took it off of the hand. Now, you would think that would be a foul ball, not a hit by pitch. Expo's coming out and talking again about it. Hey, you lost one head coach. You're down to your last coach. There's things you argue with. There's things you don't with. So Rittenhauer takes first base on the hit by pitch. Hit it off his shoulder. Okay. Kappas steps in. Official call here is hit by a pitch. Squared around a bunt. Took it off the shoulder. Kappas pulls back on the bunt. Misses high. So, Rittenhauer on first. Kappas getting the signs from Chris Kappas, head coach, and Papa Bear. 1-0 count. Squares around a bunt again. Fouls it off. And Post 20. Squaring around. Kappas 1 for 1 with a run scored. Walked his last time up. Home half of the fifth. Interesting, though, you're going to start squeeze bunting. I guess it's this late in the game, quote unquote, but Johnson, though, Wahpeton's been able to put some bat on the ball before. Another bunt. This time goes right back to the pitcher. Catcher able to grab it. And nobody at first. Second baseman wasn't there to cover. First baseman brought in. Catcher came out for it. Pitcher came out for it. Second baseman caught sleeping at the wheel. So Kappas gets on a bunted single. Hey, man, whatever helps the batting average. 2 for 2 on the day. Tor Ulick steps in. Runners in scoring position. Nobody warming up yet in the Expo bullpen. They have enough pitchers. The pitch. Ulick watches one by. Shakes his head at it. The old adage is that you get one good pitch to hit at an at-bat. You look worried that might have been his. 0-1, steps out, and takes another one. 0-2. Ulick wanted to call the timeout. Didn't get it called in time, so goes 0-2. Pitch coming up. Johnson comes. Breaking ball. Misses the strike zone, 1-2. Holding my breath on that one. Catcher not happy with it either. Slaps his glove on the dirt. 1-2, nobody out. 1 man on, or 2 men on the pitch. Swung on and hit. Foul down the left side. Tor Ulick defending the plate. Ulick flew out to the center fielder, flew out to the right fielder his last time's up. 1-2 pitch coming up for the lefty. And Rittenhauer tying his shoe at second base. Right fielder hugging the line. A lot of grass in the outfield. Ulick watches one go by inside for a ball. 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody out. 2 runners on base for the left-handed hitter. The pitch. Swung on and hit up in the air. First baseman going to try to make a play on it in foul territory. No, this time not able to make a play. You get 1 web gem a game at John Randall Field. He got his one. Rolled over the fence, however. Is he okay? Is he able to get up? What's the call? Looks like he went over the fence. And the head coach, or one of the coaches for the Expos, comes out to talk to the guy. First baseman went over the fence on the right side, able to come back into the field of play. Like to see that. Don't like to see the foul territory eat a player. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. 2 men on for Tori Ulick. Had a couple of RBIs in the Big Stone game. Pickoff move. Go. Second shortstop able to keep a hold on it. Almost 2-day shipping on that throw. The pitch. Ulick lays down the bunt down the right side. Ooh! That ball rolls foul at the last possible second. And that would be, 2 strikes. That should be out. Yes. Tori Ulick going to take a seat on the bench. And, Ulick, really good bunter, really good hitter. That ball went foul at the last possible second. Rolled out a foul right at third base. About, I would say, 4 inches away from the base. Right? But with 2 strikes, you can't be bunting. That's tough. Dangerous play. Ulick call it a K as Jackson Fleetfoot digs in. Grounded out and had a single his last time up. 1 out. 2 men on. Pitcher looks back. Johnson looking back. Riddenhauer at second base. The pitch. Ooh, close. High and tight to Jackson Fleetfoot. And Fleetfoot already took one off the noggin, sliding back into second base. Probably not too keen on taking another hit by pitch. Well, correction. Pickoff move. In time. Got Riddenhauer at second base. That's the second out of the inning at second base. So 1 man on, 2 outs for Jackson Fleetfoot. Don't want the third out to be on the base pass, so Kappas is going to have to play conservative with his lead. Second base playing back, shortstop playing back, third base playing about level. First base getting ready to hold Caden Kappas on. Curious to see that he wasn't holding him on earlier. The pitch. Ooh. And that time he does catch him. Fleetfoot goes to first on the hit by pitch. We'll say it caught his jersey, hopefully. Otherwise, you don't want to get hit too many times as a catcher. You're already taking all that pounding, trying to stay in front of the ball. Brewer comes in to run for Fleetfoot. Like I was saying, you're the catcher. You're taking all these balls off the ground, trying to make sure that you're a wall behind there for your pitcher. And now you got the other team's opposing pitcher popping you in the head at second base, hitting you at the plate. It's going to take a nice ice bath. 2 outs, 2 men on. The pitch. Ooh, breaking ball misses high. Jaden King at the dish. King had a flyout and a K his last time up, so 0 for 2 on the night. The pitch from Johnson misses outside. 2-0. Johnson looking back at Kappas at second base. Nitpick. Don't love that from a pitcher. Like to just focus on the catcher's glove. Swung on and hit in the air. Center fielder coming in. Texas Leaguer falls in between 3 guys. Kappas walks in to score. 4-1 lead. Brewer almost got caught on third base as the throw across the diamond. He ran into the third baseman. So Jaden King on second on the throw. Had a single and a score. Fleetfoot at third. Kappas scores. Caden Hockert steps to the dish. Hockert a walk and a K. 0 for 1 on the day with a run scored. 4-1 lead for Post 20. The pitch. Swung on and hit into the air. Out of play on the right side. And Post 20, this is where they make a lot of their damage. They are a 2-out team. Like to have a little bit of pressure. 2 men in scoring position for the shortstop. Pitch from Johnson, misses outside. 1-1. Pretty deep, not the deepest backstop in North Dakota, but a good-sized backstop at John Randall. If a wild pitch does get by, Brewer's going to be able to score. So, catcher for the Expos doing a good job making sure everything stays in front of him. The pitch swung on and hit in the air. Center fielder dives and misses it. That's going to score 1, score 2. Diving in at second. Hawker gets a stand-up or a diving, sliding double. And empties the bases. 2 RBI double for Hawker. And if you are the Expos, this is not what you want. 6-1 lead for Post 20. So Fleet gets the official run. Brewer was able to scamper in. And Cap is scored, and now also King scored. So King has a run on the day. Riley Timian up to bat, 0 for 2 on the day. Had a bunt single, air quotes, as the pitcher overthrew his first baseman, so we called that an E1 in the scorebook. Had a run scored, though, in that second inning. Then I had a fly out to the first baseman. Substitution at first base. First baseman a little shook up. New glove coming in. Riley Timian steps to the plate. 6-1, so a 5-run lead. 8 runs after 6 innings of play. So Wahpeton getting close here. If you're a fan of late-night baseball, you're hoping they don't score. 2 outs, runner on second. Hawker takes another step at second base. Timian watches a pitch inside belt level. Go by for a strike, 0-1. And with a runner on second, shortstop playing over, second base playing over, so big holes on both sides of the field. A lot of grass for a single. Swung on and hit back up the middle. Hawker rolling third, play at the plate. Ball's there in time, bounces over the catcher. And Timian takes second on the throw. So Riley Timian with a single and RBI. As Caden Hawker, he put on his big boy pants. That play was at the plate. Now, if you're Billings, we'll give you the benefit of the doubt here. It's the first time you played at John Randall in 365 days, give or take. Bouncy house in front of the plate. That ball, if it hits that grass, is going to bounce over you. Twice now, ball has gotten there in time if it's a normal infield, right? If it's a normal bounce, not going to bounce over the catcher, probably gets him in time. Not the case. 7-1 lead. Pickoff move. And the third out is at second base. So Gavin Schroeder will start the home half of the 6th, but going into the top of the 6th, Wahpeton leads 7-1 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. We'll be back with the 3-4-5 hitters for Billings. You're listening to B9 2.7, your home for American Legion Baseball.
As much as we all like to win, it's important to keep in mind that good sportsmanship is one of the most important aspects of any sport. The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of the players, coaches, and spectators are remembered. The next time you attend a game, think of how history will remember you. Good sports show you how to play the game. This message brought to you by Schmitty's Plumbing, Heating, and Sheet Metal Incorporated, your heating, ventilating, and air conditioning service in Wahpeton. Call them at 642-6574.
Shelly Zock at Miller Realty has been a full-time realtor in Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and the surrounding area for almost 40 years. Shelly has called the Twin Towns home her entire life, which makes her the perfect person to call if you're looking to buy or sell a new home in the area. As a first home certified agent, her specialty is assisting first-time home buyers. Shelly is here to help with all of your real estate needs. Give her a call at 701-640-0264 or send an email to shelly@guymillerrealty.com.
Welcome back to John Randall Field for the 6th inning. So 5 innings for Kappas. 6 Ks. So Nikki Zock still the leader in the clubhouse. 4 Ks through 5 innings. Riley Timian pitching for Post 20. Top of the 6th got Evan Johnson, Cotton Solomon, and Taryn Marker all coming up. And if the Post 20 Wahpeton team can put some points on the board in the bottom of the 6th, could round this game out a little bit earlier. See how it goes. Yeah, Riley Timian on the hill. Throw down from Jackson Fleetfoot, a little bit off to warm this up. Evan Johnson at the dish. Johnson has a single and a K looking. The pitch from Timian. Low and bounces. 1-0. Pitch misses. 2-0. So Riley Timian on the hill. Want to thank you guys for listening on B92.7 and watching on KBMW News Live. A little bit of technical difficulties on the YouTube side of things. 2-1 as the basement strike. Jackson Fleetfoot able to set it up. The pitch. Breaking ball away. 3-1. 3-1 lead, or correction, 3-1 count to Evan Johnson. 7-1 lead for Wahpeton. You're listening to B92.7. The pitch, swung on and hit into right field. King takes a step in, comes back, gets the out. So a fly out to right field to start this 6th inning. Colton Solomon up. Breeze coming in, and a beautiful night. We are about 2 hours into this contest. Longest game so far for Wahpeton in this invitational. Left-handed batter, Colton Solomon. Right-handed pitcher. It's good to see Timian get some innings of work in this invitational. One of the guys that, when you think about the rotation, might not be the first guy that comes to mind, but a good closer for Post 20. The pitch. Fleetfoot tries to frame it for him, not able to. Ball misses outside, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out, nobody on in the top of the 6th. The pitch. Fleetfoot sets it up, 1-1. The pitch. Swung on and missed. Big cut by Solomon. Shortstop for the Expos in this contest. Not a lot of action, though. Wahpeton's infield. Most of the outfield, most of the outs for the Expos have been fly balls. 2-2 pitch coming up. Missed outside corner. Right-handed pitcher, left-handed batter, 1 out. 7-1 lead for Post 20. Riley Timian, the pitch, misses outside. Count is full, 3-2. Like I said, Cap is 5 innings of work to start. Had 6 Ks. The pitch. Ooh, misses the outside corner. Barely missed it. Puts a runner on first. And for the Optimist at home, sets up the double play. Glass is always half full. Taryn Marker up to bat. Marker got caught sleeping at the wheel. Struck out looking his first time up, and then had a single his last time up. The pitch. Down the middle of the plate for a strike. 0-1. Curious to see Timian's pickoff move. We've seen a bunch of different variations of the right-handed pickoff move in this invitational. Some of them good, some of them not so great. Timian looks over his shoulder, comes set, pickoff move, rolls to the fence. Rolls to the fence as Solomon goes into second base. I'd argue the unnecessary slide into second base. Probably could have got second base standing up. I was one that liked to keep my jersey fresh and clean. I was one that didn't like to have to do the wash in between games. So, not always great. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner on second. Terrian Marker at the plate. Marker got shook up his last inning. Watch one go across the plate now. 0-2. Because the Expos lost their head coach, having a player play first base, coach first base. The pitch swung on in a chopper, and that is going to get there in time. Yes, Caden Hockert playing the hot corner. Comes in and guns out. Marker, the 5-3 putout. Runner advances to third base. But good move by Hockert. So going through the infield one more time. Hoffman at first. Riley Timian coming out of the windup. The pitch. Swung on and missed. And runner scores. Solomon gets in. Cuts the lead. 7-2. So bases empty now for Logan Walker. Hit and run wasn't a good call for Logan. Well, I mean, it worked. Logan Walker took a cut. Didn't make contact, but Fleet wasn't able to hold the ball. Ran away. So Fleet comes out to talk to his pitcher. 0-1 count. At this point, you got a 5-run lead. Talk to your pitcher. Hey, just throw strikes. Just fastballs. I'll set you up outside. Don't worry about it. We got a good right side of the infield. No problem to worry with. Conversation breaks up. 0-1 count. 2 outs. Timian on the hill. Looks in. Out of the windup. The pitch. And what did I say? Outside corner sets him up 0-2. At this point, don't play with your food. Go after the strike. Timian's first inning of work, or first 2/3 of innings, I should say. Down the middle of the plate for a K. First strikeout of the game for Riley Timian. First strikeout for Logan Walker as well. Home half of the 6th. Wahpeton leads by 5. 7-2 on your Carl's Family Insurance scoreboard. We're right back with 6-inning action. You're listening to B92.7, your home for American Legion Baseball.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heitkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new parking lot or new roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wahpeton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948. Miller & Associates American Family Insurance in Breckenridge wants to wish everyone a great weekend of baseball. Good luck to Breckenridge Post 53, Wahpeton Post 20, and all the other American Legion baseball teams in this weekend's tournament. From Miller & Associates American Family Insurance.
Welcome back to John Randall Field. You're listening to B92.7 and watching on KBMW News Live, our YouTube channel. I want to thank you guys for hitting subscribe on that. Hit the little bell so you don't miss another game. Breckenridge they know what time they're playing tomorrow. We know what time they're playing tomorrow as well. Breckenridge playing in the third-place game at 10:30 tomorrow. They were the third-place team in Pool B. Wahpeton still has a chance to, Wahpeton A, I should say, still has a chance to play in the first-place pool. Going to play Lemoore. Now, I'll say this. Lemoore was tied 5-5 with Devil's Lake earlier. And Gavin Schroeder steps in to the plate. Pitch bounces 1-0. Count. Digs in the pitch. This is high. 2-0. New pitcher. Logan Walker on the hill. Down the middle of the plate. 3-0. Gavin Schroeder at the dish. 2 Ks on the night. 3-0 count. Bottom of the 6th. Home half, as the kids would like to say. So we know who Breckenridge is playing, 10:30 tomorrow. Wahpeton still has a chance to play Lemoore in the championship game. Champions of the B squad. 4 straight pitches, walks Gavin Schroeder. Now this is what I was going to say. So Lemoore, home team, Devil's Lake, the away team, quote unquote. So they're playing for extra innings. That's what you're trying to do here. 2 outs, runner on third. Conventional wisdom, well, I should say everybody that I polled, I did a little bit of a straw poll. Everybody I talked to said you wouldn't do what Devil's Lake did. Pickoff move, bounces. Schroeder decides to stay on first base. Hoffman at the dish. Hoffman with 2 Ks as well this afternoon. So, Lemoore, home team, chance to win. Runner on third. 2 outs. Devil's Lake walks 2 batters. Hoffman watches one down the middle of the plate. First strike, 0-1. They walk 2 batters intentionally to load the bases. So you're thinking to yourself, okay, they're just trying to make the easy out. Pitcher's wheeling and dealing. 0-2 count, and the hitter's able to foul off a couple, watch a couple go by. Pitch inside, misses, 1-1. Loads up the count, 3-2. Bases loaded, winning run on third for Lemoore, and Devil's Lake walks in the winning run to win 6-5, and that's why tomorrow, pitch swung on and missed. Gavin Schroeder dives in to second, gets in under the tag. So Schroeder advances to second. Hoffman, 2-1 count. 2-1. Schroeder takes another step. Second baseman holding him on the pitch. Chopper down the third base side. That's fair. And that stays fair. So a nice hit by Hoffman. Baseball gods liked whatever he was doing today. 1 for 3 on the night. Riddenhauer steps up. Fly out to right field and a hit by pitch. Oh for 1 on the day. So it's got to be a 8-run game at this point to get a run rule. Wahpeton is playing for that. Having run ruled their last 2 opponents. Logan Walker comes set. Riddenhauer pulls around to bunt and doesn't put bat on it. 0-1 count. 7-2 lead for Post 20. Walker comes set. The pitch. The bunt down the first base side, and that stays fair as well. That's a fair ball. That is a fair ball, and the official gives it to Post 20. So base is loaded. What a truly good day for Post 20 when it comes to calls. That ball landed right on the white and didn't want to move another inch. And the Expos, to their credit, tried to push it foul. No such luck. Home plate umpire gave it to him. Top of the order, Caden Kappas steps up. Kappas with 2 hits or 3 hits and a walk, 3 for 3. The pitch. Watches a breaking ball go by for a strike, 0-1. Kappas with 2 runs scored. Riddenhauer would be the run rule run. Say that 5 times fast. The pitch. Another breaking ball. Misses inside, 1-1. Logan Walker, to your credit, you trust the off speed, trust the breaking ball. Again, bases loaded. Might be throwing strikes. The pitch. Swung on and hit. Foul. Down the left field side. Third baseman, we'll see where he plays now, watching Post 20. They love to fight with that corner, that hot corner, make third baseman work. Nobody out. Bases loaded. 1-2 pitch coming up for Kappas. Digs in. A lot of room up the middle. The pitch. Oh, wild pitch. And Schroeder's going to get in. Walks into home plate. So a wild pitch scores Schroeder. That is his first run of the game. That is the 8th run for Wahpeton. 8-2 lead. Hoffman at third and Riddenhauer at second. Now, completely conceivable 2-2 count. Caden Kappas is the type of hitter who could end this one. See if Logan Walker gives him anything to hit with 3-2. Or we'll see what the Expos head coach talks to his guy. Yep, intentionally walks Kappas. Okay. Press box talks about a wise move, saying, okay, it's a wise move. You put a out anywhere. Flip side of this, Tori Ulick, pretty good hitter. So, one of those rob Peter to pay Paul situations, especially 2-2 count. 2-2 count, Kappas didn't swing at the last strike. I don't know. Ulick steps in, 0 for 3 on the afternoon. The pitch, fouled off. Left-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. Center fielder playing a little bit over. An oppo hit would end this one. Shortstop playing closer to second with a man on second. The pitch. Watched it go by for a ball, 1-1. Tori Ulick, he likes to swing at that first pitch that he sees, which I trust. I like that call. First pitch you see might be the best pitch you get. Ulick watches a breaking ball go by for a ball, 2-1. Doesn't cut in time. 2.5, about 2 hours into this contest. The pitch bounces in front of the plate for a ball, 3-1. Logan Walker, the young man on the hill, a little dejected. Body language says a lot about a guy. Evan Johnson, even with all the brouhahas, swung on and missed, 2-2. Even with all the brouhahas, didn't ever look too dejected. Never got too worried, even with the balk. Nobody out. Bases loaded. Payoff pitch coming up, 3-2. And Ulick takes the walk. So, that is a 9-2 lead as Hoffman scores his first run. Riddenhauer on third. Kappas on second. And Ulick on first. Jackson Fleetfoot, another guy who's having a pretty good day. Ground out, a single and a hit by pitch, scored a run. Ooh, breaking ball goes behind him. And that will do it. As Riddenhauer scores from third on the wild pitch. We're going to come back with our post-game show. You're listening to B92.7, your home for American Legion Baseball.
Life moves fast. Is your internet keeping up? Switch to Red River Communications fiber-fast broadband internet and make buffering and glitching a thing of the past. For over 70 years, Red River Communications has provided the Red River Valley industry-leading technology, all backed by a team of local experts. To upgrade your internet, Visit redrivercom.com or give us a call at 701-553-8309. Red River Communications. Go faster with fiber.
As much as we all like to win, it's important to keep in mind that good sportsmanship is one of the most important aspects of any sport. The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of the players, coaches, and spectators are remembered. The next time you attend a game, think of how history will remember you. Good sports show you how to play the game. This message brought to you by Schmitty's Plumbing, Heating, and Sheet Metal Incorporated, your heating, ventilating, and air conditioning service in Wahpeton. Call them at 642-6574.
Shelly Zock at Miller Realty has been a full-time realtor in Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and the surrounding area for almost 40 years. Shelly has called the Twin Towns home her entire life, which makes her the perfect person to call if you're looking to buy or sell a new home in the area. As a first home certified agent, her specialty is assisting first-time home buyers. Shelly is here to help with all of your real estate needs. Give her a call at 701-640-0264 or send an email to shelly@guymillerrealty.com.
Smith Motors in Wahpeton has great vehicle options to meet every budget and purpose. Say yes to new adventures this summer in a 2017 Honda CR-V 7-passenger for $24,990. Head to the lake in a 2018 Chevy K1500 4x4 for $42,990. Or cruise around in a 2018 Chevy Malibu for $30,490. Hurry into Smith Motors in Wahpeton. Small town friendly, big town deals. Or visit them online at smithmotors.com.
Welcome back to John Randall Field as the Post 20 Wahpeton team finishes off Post 30. Well, actually, Billings. We don't know what post they're from. We'll call them the Billings Expos. Billings Expos gets done 10-2. If you're at home, if say you found a handicapper and you said, hey, I want Wahpeton, I want them to run rule in all three of their preliminary games. Well, boy, oh boy, did you hit. 10-2 was the final here. Earlier, they had a 13-3 win yesterday against Big Stone, and they had a good, 12-2? Something like that. Had a big win against Fergus Falls. That final was 10-2, was a WAP win against Fergus Falls. That's correct. All right, so tomorrow, Wahpeton will be playing Lemoore at 3:30 for the first place pool game. We'll go through our Wahpeton scorebook real quick. Kappas 2 for 2 with 2 runs. Tori Ulick 0 for 3. Fleeflit 1 for 2 with a run scored. King 1 for 3 with a run scored. Hockert 1 for 2 with 2 runs scored. Timian 1 for 3 with a run scored. Schroeder 0 for 2 with a run scored. Hoffman 0 for 2 with a run scored. And Rittenhauer 1 for 2 with a run scored. You get a common trend here. A lot of runs scored for Wahpeton. They had a pretty good game back and forth until about the last 2 innings is where Wahpeton really put their foot on the gas. 10-2 win advances them to play Lemoore, and we'll have you tomorrow for that game. And remember, Breckenridge, they play tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. They will be playing Billings. Be interesting to see who the the umpiring crew is for that game, because if there is fate, a baseball god, if there's any sort of justice, this crew and the head coach of the Expos get to have a moment again tomorrow. I would very much love to see that. Remember, a balk move early in this contest essentially cost the Expos their head coach as he got a little hot under the collar and got tossed by the field ump. Now, we never like to see that, but if there is something that's going to cause excitement, if there's something that's going to prolong a game, I would like it to be something like that, which was fun to kind of talk about. It was fun to see that type of situation unfold. Caden Kappas is our Essential Health player of the game. 5 innings pitched, 6 Ks, and of course 2 for 2 with 1,000 on-base percentage today with 2 hits and 2 walks, as well as 2 runs scored. So he's our Essential Health player of the game. Tomorrow we'll see how the Wahpeton Post 20 does. Tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. Don't miss it. Turner Bluffs will be on the call for Breckenridge and Billings, and I will, of course, be on the call later in the afternoon at 3:30 for Wahpeton and Lemoore. One more time from John Randall Field, 10-2 win for Wahpeton Post 20 to advance to the first place pool game tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for listening, and have a pleasant evening.